60s. By Tuesday, temperatures with a weak front in the area will keep the temperature at 63 degrees in Carlsbad, Artesia. For W105 FM, I'm meteorologist Ron Roberts.
Your country plays on W105.
Be in the Breakfast Club, powered by Carlsbad Chevrolet. Online at carlsbadchevrolet.com. Text line at 877-396-W105. Brought to you by Amigo Machinery, your Kubota dealer. Online at amigo-machinery.com. Question of the day brought to you by Lovington Auto Supply, your Napa dealer. And YouTube, Rumble, and Facebook video feed brought to you by Desert Sand Water Well. Online at desertsandsnm.com.
What is today?
Do I smell cookies?
Do I smell cookies?
I smell cookies. Today is National Cookie Day.
It is National Cookie Day.
I love the smell of cookies in the morning.
What kind of cookies do you want?
What kind of cookie you got there?
What kind of cookies are we talking about?
Freshly baked cookies.
What about the fresh baked cookies?
Cookies!
From the Dutch word for little cake.
Happy National Cookie Day.
It's showtime.
And good morning to you. It is National Cookie Day. What is your favorite cookie? Tom A. in the studio. Let's go to, I have been on a diet now for 4 months, and I'm struggling. What's your favorite cookie?
Lemon. The Girl Scout lemon cookies.
Out of all cookies, that's your favorite?
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. Subway has better cookies than the Girl Scouts.
Yeah, but we're helping the Girl Scouts. That's what we're doing.
I'm going to be honest. I don't want to help the Girl Scouts. The more I read about the Girl Scouts, I really don't want to help them.
Mm-hmm.
What a leftist liberal organization. I don't want to help the Girl Scouts.
Yeah, but it didn't used to be that way.
I don't care what it used to be. All I care about what it is now. And so you go ahead and help them. And tells me about your politics.
Yeah.
But God bless you,
Mr.
Lemon
cookies. Yeah.
Mr. Vegetarian.
Right. Well.
By the way, we're going to go through the list of bowl games. I didn't see Deion Sanders and the Buffaloes.
No. Yeah, they didn't qualify.
They didn't even make Bob's
Wait.
Bowl.
You told me, and I trusted you.
What?
And I put money on it. You said they were be bowl eligible.
I did.
It'll be the last time I trust you.
I owned it. So. They will be next year.
Maybe next year.
Mm-hmm.
You must be a Cowboys fan.
So did you watch the CFP, the Final Four?
I did not, and I'll tell you my feelings on that. We'll do it. We'll do a segment on college football.
All right.
And I broke it down. Me and Blake talked about it for just a second earlier this morning, but I'll break it down for you in just a second. Extraordinary Work Team Recognition Day. Sorry, Tom, you did not make the list. International Cheetah Day. National Cookie Day. That is the question of the day. What is your favorite cookie? National Sock Day. National Santa's List Day. Walt Disney Day. Wear Brown Shoes Day. And Wildlife Conservation Day going on all day today. Our text line, 877-396-W105, being brought to you by Kubota and Amigo Machinery. Find them online at amigo-machinery.com. Question of the day being brought to you by Lovington Auto Supply, your Napa dealer. More than just a parts store. Find them on Avenue D. And if you're watching on YouTube, Rumble, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and wherever else, that's being brought to you by Desert Sands. Desert Sands nm.com for more information. Desert Sands Water Well. Get a 10% discount when you mention being the Breakfast Club, being powered by our buddies at Carlsbad Chevy, and, of course, broadcasting from inside the End of the Mountain Gods studio. Check them out today. We'll talk football coming up in just a second. We've got good-looking weather for the next couple days. We've got really nice weather. In fact, I think by Thursday we could be in the 70s.
Yepers.
Which is kind of crazy. I got the tweet of the day, thought of the day, things that happened on this date in history, taking out the trash, and more. It looks like Florida Governor Ron DeSantis said that California Governor Gavin Newsom is obviously preparing to run for president. But based on his handling of California, some say Newsom is preparing to get a job at McDonald's.
Right.
Newsom, by the way, certainly appears to be the apple of the eye of the Democrats, but a lot of Democrats still like vegetables, so they're going with Joe Biden. According to the Post Office Officers Association, dog bites. Well, not just dog bites. Attack on postal workers is up 231% over the last 3 years. Now, that could be dog bites. That could be attacked by human beings, but they're up 231%.
I wonder how many of those are people trying to steal packages.
That could be a lot. By the way, this means that the postal workers are losing hope faster than they're losing your mail. Yeah, I still haven't seen my package going on 3 years.
Forget about it.
Oh, yeah, forget about it. Why should I forget about it? I paid them for a service.
You might want to rephrase that.
Okay.
Forget about it.
I mean,
with FedEx and UPS, at least you get something in return when they lose your package. With the Postal Service, you get the one-finger salute.
Right.
You get that when you go in to mail it.
Yeah, no doubt. You'll get, God bless you. Pentagon said yesterday the Navy destroyer USS Carney, USS Carney, down 3 drones in the Red Sea. We have had an abundance on attacks on tankers, and so they downed the drones yesterday, and they do believe that it was rebels out of Yemen that were in charge of the drones that they shot down.
You mean those former U.S. drones that we left in Afghanistan?
No, well, I mean, we left them. We just gave them to them. And the Associated Press reported yesterday the U.S. former ambassador to Bolivia was arrested for a long-running FBI counterintelligence investigation. They are accusing him of secretly serving the Cuban government. 23-year-old Manuel Rocha was arrested in Miami on Friday on the criminal complaint. The additional details are expected to be revealed during the arraignment today. Rocha allegedly worked to promote Cuban government interests but failed to register as a foreign agent with the Justice Department, which is a violation. Wait, didn't the Bidens do the same thing? I think they did.
I think so.
Yeah, I do believe that they did. But this guy's in big trouble. And on Friday, Sandra Day O'Connor passed away. She was 93 years old.
First woman.
She will be missed.
She was appointed by
President Reagan.
Yep.
Price of the 12 days of Christmas hit an all-time high. Joe Biden says things are great. Bidenomics kicking in. But if you were going to do the song and go buy everything in the 12 days of Christmas, it would cost you $46,729.86.
Wow.
Yeah. So just a tad bit up. And there's a move in Congress to make December 1st a anniversary of Rosa Parks a national holiday. Look, I appreciate everything that Rosa Parks did to get us past a bunch of knuckleheads telling people where they can sit on the bus based on skin color. I do. A national holiday? How many national holidays will we soon have?
364.
Well, we're close. You are very, very close to doing just that. Tweet of the day. By the way, do you think people can be racist besides white people being racist?
Sure.
I'm gonna get to that. I got the tweet of the day coming up in a second. Now, let me ask you something else. Tom, are you proud to be brown and round?
Yeah.
Or round and brown?
Well,
either
brown,
way.
yeah, but round, it comes with the territory.
So, shouldn't white people have the right to be white and have white pride also?
I think you should be proud of your heritage.
So I'll play the tweet of the day coming up. Roswell PD searching for a suspect attempted armed robbery. Roswell Police Department responded to the Dollar General after a male entered the store with a firearm and demanded money before unsuccessfully running out of the store. Now, look, you have hit rock bottom. You always hear people say that they will get their life together when they hit rock bottom. When you are robbing the Dollar General or the Family Dollar, your life is gone to the bottom, but there's no money in the till.
Right.
I mean, you have to be a mental midget to rob pretty much any convenience stores are in the same boat. You really have to be a mental midget. I was going to use another word. I pulled it back. You really have to have a low IQ.
Well, they think that it's an easy target.
There's like $75 in the till at any point.
Oh, I agree. Most criminals that rob those kinds of establishments only want to do it because it's an easy target. They figure if they hit 5 of them, then they get decent money.
Oh, man. I mean, it is New Mexico. I was going to say you're going to spend the rest of your life, but it is New Mexico, so there is that.
Just this week.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so you might go to jail for like a half a day. Okay, I know where we're going with this. Morning show this morning being brought to you by Janko Janitorial. Find them on Main Street in Artesia, 324 West Main, Artesia. They have everything you need for cleaning, commercial grade cleaning supplies. They can deliver them to your location. Not a problem. Now, if you want them to do the cleaning, their team is they're certified, hazmat certified, pathogen certified, and PPE certified. They're ready to clean. Doesn't matter if it's industrial, oil field related, or commercial cleaning. They've got you covered. They do window cleaning. They do office cleaning. They could strip the wax and put new wax on. Not a big deal. Or if you're just looking for cleaning supplies, not a big deal. They can take care of all of that. Go to the website and find out more information, jancojanitorial.com, or call our friend Amber this morning at 575-703-1869. Talk to Amber this morning, or just go to the website for more information. 619, sunny today, up to about 61. Overnight low tonight, getting down to about 35, and then 63 coming up for tomorrow. And by Thursday, they're saying we're going to be up to about 71.
Wow.
5-day forecast, go to W105radio.com. Morning show this morning being brought to you by your Mountain Getaway. This time of the year, it's awesome up there at Camp of the Tall Pines. You can go to the website, camptallpines.com, for more information, or call them directly, 575-687-4101. You want to spend maybe New Year's up there, you better book now. I don't know what the availability is. You ought to go check them out. Maybe you want to bring the entire family up there for a mini family reunion. That would be the perfect place. And if you're starting to plan church gatherings and that type of stuff, maybe have a retreat, they can accommodate all of that and more. 575-687-4101, or just go to camptallpines.com. You can rent the raised platform campsites, the convenient RV hookups, or the cozy cabins. 575-687-4101. Check them out today. Texas man wearing an ankle monitor slashed a woman's throat and left her in the pasture. Rolled up in plastic. He left her for dead. Texas man allegedly stabbed and slashed the throat of a woman before rolling her up in plastic and dumping her in a pasture near San Antonio. He was wearing an ankle monitor the whole damn time. Roger Gonzalez is 31 years old. Looks like this will not be his first stint. Yeah. He allegedly assaulted the woman the day before, according to the Atascosa County Sheriffs. Deputies responded to the report that the woman was found along a road at 4 p.m. on Friday. Many of the sheriff's deputies are saying it was one of the most horrific things they had ever seen. Well, at least they got their guy. Maybe this time you just put him in jail and throw away the key. Wouldn't that be awesome? Just toss it out. 400 Ford dealers have dropped out of the Ford EV program. Oh, wait a second. This is not going the way we thought. Earlier in the year, we know that the Ford plant that makes the Ford EV truck had stopped production. In fact, they shut down the plant. Oh, wait, this is not going the way we thought it was. But we're going to mandate by 2035, you have to have an EV. What's the percentage?
40%. 40.
40%. Yeah.
10 years, right?
Yeah. Eddy County Sheriff Office makes an arrest in a homicide by motor vehicle case from May of 2023. George Robert Casper was arrested Thursday for homicide by motor vehicle and great bodily harm by motor vehicle. That incident happened May 5th of this year. Eddy County Sheriff said, and the chief detective made the arrest on Thursday stemming from that homicide by vehicle. George Robert Casper is from Artesia. He was arrested and charged with homicide by motor vehicle. Casper crashed his Dodge pickup into a black Ford pickup, killing Ryan Cradrock. And Ryan Cradrock's wife, Melissa, was ejected from the truck and later pronounced dead. So sad story. Eddy County Sheriff's deputies make the arrest on Thursday. And thank you for everybody who sent me a message over the weekend. There was a earthquake here in the Philippines, 7.6 magnitude, and but it not on our island where I live. It was in Mindanao, a ways away. Probably one thing that I was kind of scared that we'd have a tsunami,
right?
But no tsunami as of yet.
Well, that's a good
and
thing.
I don't. If it didn't get here by now, probably not going to happen. But thoughts and prayers for the folks in Mindanao. They're actually cleaning up, and there is a death toll, but I don't remember how many people died. I think it's about 30 something have died from that earthquake. Tsunami warning was issued. I'm going to be honest. My wife was at the seaside with some friends.
Right.
And I was laying in bed, and I didn't feel it. She felt it. I think I had actually dozed off.
Your wife is sensitive to that stuff.
Okay, that's dumb comment number 2. It's early.
You always say she feels these things before they get there.
Her and millions of other people.
So
millions. But yeah, she's sensitive to that, Tom. Yeah. Deion Sanders, for keeping up, he has lost his 2 5-stars. They have decommitted. He has lost his offensive coordinator, his defensive coordinator, his recruiting coordinator, and the guy that used to be offensive coordinator. He left because he was demoted, and now he took a head coaching job at San Diego State. That sounds like this is not a problem with the coaches. Sounds like it's a Deion problem. And over the weekend, his longtime girlfriend also broke up with him.
Now you're jiving, right?
No, she decommitted also.
Dang, dude.
Sounds like the ego is getting in the way of all these work relationships and home relationships.
I guess. No, but he was saying something that I saw on the internet. And look, college football has to make sure that those kids, when they commit to a school, that they stay committed to that school.
No. Wait a second. It was okay when he kicked out 63 kids off the team last year. That commitment goes both ways, brother.
Yeah, but them kids just stopped playing for that school. That's all there was to that. I mean,
and by the way, no.
Why do I want them on my football team?
63 kids were let go off the football team last year. That's Deion's doing. That's nobody else's doing. And number two, kids decommit all the time. Texas A&M they've had a tsunami of decommitments in the last couple days. Yep. These are kids that haven't signed yet.
So what's the difference with what they're doing at Colorado? Ain't no difference.
There's no difference except the hype train. No difference at all.
As far as coaches leave after the season all the time to seek better positions.
You're crawfishing, son.
You keep telling yourself that, Tom.
You're crawfishing.
Go ahead, keep telling yourself that. Faith leaders, talk about triggering people. Tom got triggered right there, but faith leaders prayed over Donald Trump in Iowa at a rally on Saturday. Talk about a trigger alert.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, people got triggered. I can't believe they were praying over him. I mean, look at the things this guy has done. He's going to be locked up soon anyway. Yeah, whatever. God bless you.
Well, throw away the
whatever.
Key. Right?
I mean, you know what? At least he says, I need the prayer. At least he says, I need prayers. Where's Joe Biden saying he needs prayers?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that Joe Biden knows what a prayer is right now.
You're probably 100% correct. All right, 628. We got the tweet of the day coming up, and we'll talk about New Mexico unemployment. We'll get to that. And the IRS, oh my goodness. New plan by the IRS. I'll get to that and the price of oil coming up next. Our number 877-396-W105 morning show this morning being brought to you by All American Cleaners, Roswell, Artesia, Carlsbad, Lovington, Hobbs, and you can find them at allamericancleaners.net. Wash, dry, and fold your clothes, 17 pounds, $16.99. Starts you up, keeps you looking good. All American Cleaners. Tom A. on the text at 628.
All right, B-hater, B. It's Texas A&M, not Texas M&M, you fat boy, says B-hater this morning.
Oh, I'm fat? I weigh 170.
I don't think it was referring to me. I didn't say nothing about
I don't think it was referring to me because I'm like at 178.
Yeah. Hey, Rocket is chiming in. Another national holiday, he's asking? Just another paid holiday for the government. He goes and chimes in. And my favorite cookie is oatmeal cookie on the question of the day.
I like oatmeal.
Yeah. And how about pecan sandies?
What?
Pecan.
Pecan?
Pecan.
Not pay. Puh.
Pecan?
Look,
pecan.
I'm from the South, and we say pecan.
Yeah,
right.
We say pecan.
Nobody says pecan.
Well, I do.
Pecan
sandy.
It's not. It's pecan. And if you're a Yankee, it's a pecan, which is something you slide under your bed.
Right. How about Smokey in Arizona? Good morning, guys. Hope you guys had a great weekend.
I got the story coming up, but did you guys see where the guy in California, 3 people tried to break into his home, and he shot all 3, and they arrested him?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, they arrested him. We'll get to that. I'll get to that story coming up in just a second. New Mexico's unemployment claims just spiked. The most recent report from the U.S. Department of Labor It is revealing the initial filing for unemployment benefits in New Mexico has spiked.
Wow.
Yeah, compared to the previous week, November 25th, we have had a spike in the number of people claiming unemployment. I have no idea why it spiked.
Because they've been underreporting it to try to say we have low unemployment.
Oh. And the IRS. Wow. IRS, in a move, could carry a hefty cost for some taxpayers. We're talking about if you underestimate your taxes, you could be hit with a minimum 8% increase. At first, I thought it said 85%, but if it's 8%, that's a little bit more manageable than 85% increase.
Still,
when I heard it this morning, I thought they said 85% increase.
But still, that's still a big chunk.
Yeah. Just for underestimating your that seems to me like that's look, these guys are coming after you as a taxpayer every single day. In the meantime, we're giving money to foreign countries and giving money to foreigners.
Especially they're going after people who are small business owners.
Yeah.
And things like that.
I've been praying on this. I am actually to the point I'm seriously thinking about not paying my taxes.
But you're just thinking about it at this point. Because if you decided you weren't going to.
Tell you why, because I'm just fed up.
But if you weren't going to, you wouldn't say on the air that you weren't going to.
I won't say
You're
it.
just thinking about it at this point.
But, and the reason being, where's my money going?
Right.
I mean, they're taking 50% of what I make, and where's that money going? Is it helping my mother? No. No. Is it helping my kids? No. Is it helping my grandkids? Not really. Where's my money going? It's going to Ukraine. It's going to fund $451 billion this year at the southern border. Now, that doesn't include the cost of border protection or to build fences. That's just how much it costs to take care of the 8 million people that came across the border.
It's just benefits for illegals.
And so that number is mind-boggling. So I'm seriously thinking about and what are they going to do to me? I'm 60. I'll be 65 this year.
Right.
What are they going to do to me?
Take away your retirement.
No, they can only take away 15% every year.
Oh.
So, okay, take away a couple $100 a month. They could kill my passport, but the wheels of motion go real slow.
Yeah, you do.
So I'd probably be dead by then. Or my kids will have to come see me. Inflation causes many Americans to go on fewer dates, according to a brand new study. Tom, have you gone on fewer dates in 2023?
Boy, I was working on one. And
that's what the texter
so
said.
have you gone on less dates in 2023?
I ain't gone on one date at all.
Now, this texter right there asked about over the weekend.
Tom had a date?
Well, no, it said, Tom, how was the buffet? And then it said, and did that pickup line, I'm Tom A, work for you?
I didn't go to no buffet. See, people make stuff up.
Well, did the pickup line work?
No.
No? Okay.
I don't know what Tom A was, but no, it wasn't me.
So there was another fat guy running around saying it was Tom A trying to pick up chicks.
They're copycatters, man. I swear.
Well, did he look like a homeless guy? Just asking. All right, we're going to talk about an Iowa bar that, free beer promotion backfired on them. We'll talk about that. And sad news coming out of Roswell. I'll get to that story in just a second. Morning show this morning being brought to you by the Butcher Block Meat Market and Grill in Lovington. Family and operated. And Tom's favorite place to go for the vegetarian meals.
I did go there Saturday. Oh, my God. The menudo was to die for.
Really? They told me that I really got to try one of their burritos. Man, I'm looking forward to it.
I tried one of their omelets, too. So it was delicious. Burritos, yeah.
So with the tortilla, without the tortilla?
Without the tortilla.
So, look, their breakfast, they're serving up breakfast now, too. So get in there and check that out. They offer a awesome breakfast. They're doing menudo on Friday and Saturday. And breakfast, they're doing breakfast Monday through Friday and on Saturday. So breakfast and if you want breakfast all day, that's not a problem either. And if you want the best meat, specialty cuts and all kind of other stuff, they offer great meat. And they also have lunch specials. And, of course, now serving breakfast. Find out more information. Follow them on Facebook. Butcher Block Meat Market and Grill in Lovington, 1422 South Main, or 575-739-7778. All right, we got to get to the tweet of the day. We'll get to that. Tom, quickly to the text.
All right. Let's go to the phone lines quickly, though, B. Good morning. You are on B and the Breakfast Club.
What's going on, boys?
Hey, good morning.
What's up with not answering the phone? I've been on call or on hold for 15 minutes here.
Damn it, Tom.
B? What's on your mind this morning?
I tell you what, I just wanted to, I couldn't help but notice you guys were talking about racism and segregation and people sitting in the back of the bus. I was just informed the other day by my two boys that ride the bus to school every day. I was informed that the bus driver was making all of the white kids sit in the back of the bus, including mine. And all the brown and the black kids were sitting up front. Have y'all heard anything about that going on in Seminole, Texas, by any chance?
No.
It's Seminole?
No. But
yes, sir.
No.
Wow. No. Let us know what happens when you go to school.
Right.
Let us know once you get out of jail. Let us know what happens.
Yeah, let me just say I'm gonna be having a talk with some people here pretty quick.
Yeah, that's not a look.
You might be interested in watching the video too, because all those buses have video cameras.
Yep.
Just to see if that's true.
Now, I guess my first question would be: is there assigned seating on school buses? Because when I was growing up, there was no assigned seating. Wherever you had room to sit, that's where you sat down.
Yeah,
it's all random, isn't it?
Kids got on. They picked up kids. No assigned seating. No. Let us know how that goes. We appreciate you, bud. 877-396-W105. Thought for the day this morning being brought to you by Wakefield Oil, 35 plus years in Southeast New Mexico. Quality products, excellent service, boom or bust. They are there for you. And they're always Johnny on the spot when it comes to getting you what you need, on-road or off-road, diesel, unleaded, need interstate batteries. They are your distributor in the area. They can bring you interstate batteries. More information, WakefieldOil.com. Thought for the day in memory of Mr. Wendell Wakefield. Thought for the day is, judging by the sheer number of homeless people in America, I think it's safe to say that vampires are not real. They are not real. Just based on that, Tom. They're not real at all. All right, I got to get to the tweet of the day. Tweet of the day being brought to you by Roswell Livestock and Farm Supply, 1105 East 2nd in Roswell. Homegrown and proud of it. Farm and ranch supplies, they've got you covered. Western wear, work gear, anything for the farm or ranch. They are your certified Purina dealer. 1105 East 2nd in Roswell, online at roswelllivestock.com. Tweet of the day. So the question is, when it comes to racism, so do you think it's okay to be white?
Well, it's okay. It's okay to be whatever you're born as.
Right.
That's what I would think. But some people, I guess, well, at least she admitted she's a racist. Here we go.
Do you agree or disagree with the following statement? It is okay to be white.
No, that's not okay. It's terrible to be white.
A lot of people that we would speak to today would call what you're saying racist.
Yeah, I am racist.
Well, at least she admitted it, because many people before her said it's not okay to be white, but said they weren't racist. By the way, if you're black, it's okay for you to be black.
Right.
I have no problem with that.
Whatever you're born as, it's obviously okay. It's not like you can control that.
No, and thank you, because that was my next point. We can't control that. I mean, I'm going to be honest. If I could control a lot of things, I would have probably, gotten a little bit of ability to dance and and other things. And so we have no control what color we are. And by God, I have done my darndest to even the playing field. One day, we're all going to have some type of blood in us. I mean, not black people will not be pure black. White people will not be pure white. Hispanic people will not be. I'm just saying, we are commingling. That's a good word for that, huh, Tom? Commingling.
Well,
we are
Heinz 57
congregating.
Well, my oldest daughter's married to a white guy. All 4 kids, they don't have no brown in them. All my 4 grandkids ain't got no brown in them.
Well, that white runs strong.
I'm thinking if he's got German blood in him or something. Of course, my ex was Puerto Rican. She's light as a.
We're all pink on the inside.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's my point. That blood, when they cut you open, is red.
Right.
So it's okay to be whatever color you are. And you know what's bad? We're teaching kids that it's not okay to be white.
Well, and that person obviously doesn't agree with Dr. Martin Luther King.
Yeah, thank you. Because that's what he aspired for. Little brown kids and white kids and black kids to all be playing together.
Right.
Yeah. George Santos is gone.
This vote, the yeas are 311, the nays are 114, with 2 recorded as present. 2/3 voting in the affirmative, the resolution is adopted.
You're gone. And you know what gets me more than anything?
The 2 cowards that voted? Yeah.
Yeah, 2 cowards. You showed up, but you didn't have the intestinal fortitude to vote. What a loser. Serious.
Those people need to be voted out of office.
They do.
Immediately on their next term.
If you do not have the ability to vote one way or another, I mean, there's a word for it, but I probably can't say it on the air. It starts with chicken. I'll leave it at that.
Pot pie.
Yeah.
Pot pie. Well, didn't Speaker Johnson vote
chicken pot pie
in favor of keeping him?
It's
Look,
really
Tom,
that doesn't matter as much as the 2 people who voted present.
Yeah, and I would have probably voted to keep him also because he hasn't had his day in court.
Right.
And the people of New York have elected him. And you can't overturn an election. Look, and why aren't we just as worried about Menendez, who actually took things? I mean, Santos spent money on stupid stuff. By God.
Well, he's
bonehead.
He's the only one to ever be removed that wasn't convicted of a crime,
right?
Or didn't basically leave the Union and go with the South.
Yeah, I would have probably voted for him not to resign based on, he's got to be found guilty in the court of law. Now, what happens if they come back and he's found innocent? Then you remove somebody from office who was duly elected.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, makes zero sense. All right, Price of Oil this morning being brought to you by our buddies at Spinnaker Oilfield Cementers. They are currently not hiring. They have filled every position. We'll let you know when they start hiring again. They are a drug-free employer, equal opportunity employer. Go to the website and check them out. GreatOilfieldJobs.com. GreatOilfieldJobs.com. 647, Tom.
All right. Price of oil at 6 a.m. was $73.79. At 647 at $73.64. Brent crude at 6 a.m. $78.46, $78.43 right now. And the price of natural gas steady, $2.72.
You do know that's like 40 minutes ago.
Yeah, but
40...
it fluctuates. I mean, so we had to get the latest, up there.
So the latest, let me tell you the latest. Let me pull them up. Because this is how hard it is. Price of oil, live price of oil. Mm-hmm. West Texas Intermediate crude, 86.67. Brent, 90.72.
I don't think so. Not according to mine.
Latest, just right there. Bam.
No, you're wrong. Because I'm looking at it right now. That ain't no $86.
Over on oilprice.com right now, it says West Texas 73.77, Brent crude 78.61.
Yeah, mine, it didn't update. But I don't use this app every day.
Right.
But I think we can do better than 40 minutes ago.
I agree.
No, I'm giving the latest.
That's not the latest, you bonehead.
Today, right now, the latest is $73.64.
Well, thank you. Give me the latest. not from 6 o'clock. The latest, like right now. Just pick up your phone and
that would be what it is.
What an idiot.
So at least I know that the two that voted present are Democrats in the Santos.
Well,
there were actually two Democrats who voted no, by the way, but only two.
Yeah.
And
but they said present, the other two.
Yeah,
crazy.
there were, but both of them were Democrats, whoever they were. Wow. I'm trying to find out who they are, but that's.
Yeah, they would give the report at 6 o'clock at 6:47 also. Sunny skies expected today. High temperature 61 overnight, low tonight 35, 63 tomorrow, and then coming up on Thursday starting to warm up. We're going to be in the 70s. Quick check of the weather being brought to you by our buddies at Main Trailer Sales. Don't go camping without Main Trailer Sales. They've got fifth wheels, travel trailers, RVs. They've got everything you're looking for, new and pre-owned. And they've been in business now 70-plus years. How can you stand business 70 years? You give great customer service after the sale, and always the lowest possible price. MainTrailerSalesInc.com, 575-622-1751. Don't go camping without Main Trailer Sales. Well, it looks like a bar in Iowa is they had a hell of a day. They advertised a special promotion for the Iowa-Michigan game on Saturday, even as its customers were thrilled about how poorly their team performed. They had guaranteed a special beer price.
Uh-oh.
And it went against Ohio State. So, against Michigan. So Michigan won the game, and this almost broke this poor little bar. Sad. Hopefully you had an insurance policy to make up the difference. Tom, how long has that Christmas railroad has been running in Roswell? Long time.
It's been a while. Yeah.
So, Roebuck Entertainment, Jacob Roebuck, says that it's a hard decision, but they will not open the attraction this year. Yeah. Of course, Christmas on the Pecos is one in Carlsbad. You can go check that out since Roswell is not doing theirs. And so they're I don't have information on Christmas on the Pecos, but go to the Chamber website. All info is there. All right, 651, Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton has appealed the judge's decision to continue allowing Border Patrol agent to cut the wire intended to stop illegal migrants. By God, what the hell's the matter with this country? So a judge says, yeah, go ahead and cut the Constantine wire to and let the migrants in. I mean, because that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Paxton filed a suit on Thursday. The Judge Moses, a Biden appointee, said that the Border Patrol has every right to cut the Constantine wire. Now, is the idea to keep the illegal immigrants out or let them in? Where are we going with this?
From the Biden appointee, let them all in.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Let everybody come on in. Okay, I got you. Muslim American leaders in swing states vowed to defeat Biden in 2024. We will change the vote. In fact, they're calling him Genocide Joe. And because of this, Joe Biden has changed his approach to Israel. He is not a staunch advocate.
Well, he never was.
What?
He never was.
Yeah, he flew there just for the hell of it, right?
Never was.
Well, he's anyway the wind blows Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he thought this was a chance to get the Jewish vote and never thought he would lose the Muslim vote.
I wonder which block is bigger.
Yeah.
Muslim.
I bet the Jewish vote would be much bigger.
That would be my bet.
But the problem is the Muslim vote also encompasses many, many, many woke college students.
Which I don't understand. Well, I do understand why, because they've been taught that way. But
they just got, Arizona judge rejected the Republican gubernatorial candidate Carrie Lake's request to view signed ballots. Yeah, they threw that out. Maricopa County Supreme Court Judge John Hanna denied the request by Lake on Friday. And this is kind of crazy. I know it's crazy. All women's Catholic school. Did you hear me say all women's Catholic school? They opened their doors, St. Mary's College, in 1844. All women's Catholic. And by the way, they decided that they're going to let men that identify as women in the school.
Amazing.
So, Kevin, if you were 18 to 21 ish in that age group, wouldn't you all of a sudden I want to go to that school? I'm a woman.
Yes. Yeah. But I mean, what can we expect with a pope that the Catholic Church has?
You're right about
now.
it down.
I mean, he's been sick now for about 4 years.
Yeah.
And please let him step down quickly before he kills off the church. Because it's going to happen.
Well, and it's just so far out of step with what the Catholic Church is supposed to be.
It's supposed to be. Yeah, it opened its doors. St. Mary's College opened its doors in 1844. And
who are they a sister school for? Because I know that they were a sister.
Dame.
Yeah.
Notre Dame. Yeah. Indiana Bishop Kevin Rhodes of South Bend Diocese says he does not agree with the decision.
Good for him.
Thank God. But they'll kick you out. I'm telling you. They've done this to two Texas bishops that came out against the Pope recently. They're gone. I don't know where they banished them to, but they're gone.
The Council of Cardinals supposed to step up if there's a Pope that's like way out of line?
I would hope, but that has not happened. Texas mom convicted after posing as her teenage daughter at a middle school to prove a point. Casey Garcia was just trying to prove a point that, hey, I look good, damn it. Have you seen me lately? I can get into a middle school.
That's a sick thought.
She's 30 years old, pretended to be her 13-year-old daughter, even attended several classes. And posted the whole thing on TikTok because she's an attention whore. By the way, she's been charged with criminal trespassing and she's got to do 100 community hours, 100 hours of community service, $700 fine. Congratulations, Casey. Wow. But did I mention this is in El Paso? She never thought she would get caught. Wait, she put the whole thing on TikTok. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Representative Kennedy, John Kennedy, one of my favorites from Louisiana, talking to an anti-gun violence committee. Look, nobody likes gun violence. The Anti-Gun Violence Committee. And he asked a question about a brand new report that just came out. Here we go.
Why do you think that Chicago has become America's largest outdoor shooting range? Do you think it's because of Chicago citizens who have no criminal record, but who have lawfully a gun in their home for protection or perhaps for hunting? Or do you think it's because of a finite group of criminals who have rap sheets as long as King Kong's arm?
So Mississippi, Louisiana, and Missouri actually have higher firearm death rates. Obviously, there's certain...
What about Chicago?
So I don't live in Chicago. It's not my primary area of research.
You don't have an opinion on that?
I think there's easy access to firearms combined with environmental conditions, lack of great education. There have actually been studies showing that when you green vacant lots and repair abandoned buildings in urban neighborhoods, you see decreases in gunshots and violence as well as in stress and depression in the neighborhoods around them.
So repair the buildings and plant grass, and some tulips and some pixie dust will fall from the sky. That's basically what she said.
I love how she tried to blame other full states for a city's problem.
Yeah. But MSNBC came out and said that John Kennedy is a racist because of the comments that he made. So listen what they said.
No disrespect, Doc, but that sounds a lot like word salad to me.
You want to talk about word salad?
It's given racism, Mika.
That was racist.
So where's the racism?
The racism is you can't talk about a liberal city.
But did he mention color of skin?
No, but that doesn't matter about modern racism anymore.
Oh.
It's defined as wherever there's someone who lives who might be that color, now you're a racist.
All right, they go on. Here we go.
Elitist, so condescending.
And ill-informed.
Ill-informed and insulting. So, Senator, just for the record, you're dead wrong. And your insinuations, your tone, and your choice of words is simply repulsive, and it shows who you are.
So we're worried about people's tones. My God, my tone's got to be, ooh. So we're worried about people's tones.
Well, and they're trying to say he's wrong, but if you look at the statistics, he's not wrong.
How many shootings this weekend in Chicago? I guarantee you there were 20 plus shootings in Chicago. I don't know that number. Chicago shootings this weekend. I guarantee you there were 20 plus. Oh, wait. Here we go. Chicago shootings this weekend. Teen boy among the at least 11 shot in gun violence. So it was a down weekend. There wasn't 20. There was only 11. I guarantee you that number goes up.
Well, and that's just the number wounded.
Yeah. Chicago weekend, the weekend before 29 shootings.
There you go.
Oh, wait. June 23rd, 110 people got shot over the weekend. I mean, look, it is what it is. It's not racist for me to read the numbers. Numbers are not racist.
Mm-mm.
They're not. Sorry to break it to you. Looks like Albuquerque Police Department linked 2 suspects to the July 4th carjacking and murderer. Alfonso Aguilar has been arrested. The death of Alfonso Aguilar. Officers arrested Lacey Comer, 40, and Joseph Gallegos, 28. They were initially charged with shoplifting that led to the arrest for murder. There is a third person that was arrested earlier this year, and he tied those 2 wonderful people to the murder. You notice I said wonderful people because I don't want to be called a racist. And California homeowner shoots armed burglars and killed one of them. Los Angeles homeowner opened fire on 3 suspects during an attempted home invasion Saturday, killing one of them. Police responded to the call about 5 a.m. in the morning on Saturday concerning shots fired at the home. Upon arrival, officers met the homeowner who was inside the residence when 3 unknown men broke into his home. His grandmother and a child was inside the home also. Homeowner told police the men wearing dark clothing, hoodies, and masks tried entering his home with firearms. Homeowner chased the remaining suspect from the house. Suspect had arrived in a black BMW. They do know. By the way, the homeowner was arrested. And that's all I know at this point. Anybody has an update on that story, I would appreciate it. Because I don't understand how he could be arrested. We got people trying to break into his home. Of course, it is California, need I say. Tom on the text, 877-396-W105.
John from Eunice is chiming in. Good morning, guys. Did you know what's so screwed up about the Chicago gun violence? MSNBC calls it racist to talk about it, yet they won't bring up the races that are causing it, says John this morning. And how many shootings were in Roswell this weekend? I don't know. I think, B, you have a little bit more on that?
The only thing I got is armed robbery.
Is that all you got? Okay. We'll try to check that out. Hey, how about them Longhorns, says this one texter.
Congratulations. All right. Since you brought up football, let's talk football.
All right. Let's talk football.
So you got Texas, Alabama, Michigan, and Washington.
Right. Final 4.
In the Final 4. The way this thing played out, there were 2 teams that probably could have went in, Florida State and Georgia.
Yeah.
And there are 2 teams that could have been left out, in my humble opinion, Alabama and Texas, both with 1 loss. Alabama could not be let out. Look, I'm not an Alabama fan. But number one, you can't leave the SEC out. You just can't. It's the best conference in football.
Right. Not really.
You can't.
Yeah, really.
It's not.
It is.
How many championships have been won by the SEC in the last 10 years?
Few, yes. I agree
More
with you
than
on that.
any other conference.
No. How many have been won in the last 10 years?
7, maybe.
You keep going.
More than that. But I will say this, B. Look, there's no way that Alabama was not going to get in if Texas didn't get in, because Texas beat them earlier in the year. Okay.
Early in the year, and that is the key.
Early ball club. I agree with you.
So early in the year, I'm just saying what happens early in the year. They're a different football team.
Mm-hmm.
They are a completely different football team.
But they jumped 4 spaces to get the number 4. Come on, there was other deserving football teams. They beat the number 1 team in the country, who hadn't lost a game in 29 games.
Yep.
So you're not leaving them out. You're not going to leave. And I'm not an Alabama fan. I'm an Alabama hater from way, way back.
Mm-hmm. But you still leave an SEC team in Georgia, even though they lost.
No, you're not going to leave. You're not going to leave them out. And Texas could have been left out. They weren't left out. I think Washington's actually weak.
Right.
And so
I'm really rooting for Michigan.
Alabama is going to go on and win this whole thing.
They got to play Michigan, though.
I'm really hoping Michigan can get them.
Yeah, they're going to get them.
I'm just outing.
But B, come on, Florida State was undefeated. They beat everybody they had to beat.
They played Joe Bob's college.
When you look at strength of schedule, Alabama was number 2 with the toughest schedule, and Florida State was 16.
They played the Little League teams.
They beat them, though, didn't they?
So let's look at the 2022 Georgia SEC,
right.
21 Georgia SEC, 20 Alabama SEC, 19 LSU SEC, 2018 Clemson ACC, Alabama in 2017, Clemson in 2016. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of the last 9 years.
6 out of the last 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
How come you're not credit Missouri didn't get in?
Missouri didn't have an opportunity to get in.
Well, they only lost 2, right?
They lost 2. Well, if
so
you have other
teams. By the way, this first time ever that somebody at Power 5 does not get in undefeated. Just thought I'd throw that out there.
I have a solution.
I'm happy that Mizzou's going to be playing Ohio State in the Cotton Bowl.
Right.
They're moving to a larger field next year.
Really?
So this will never happen again. Well, I'm sure they'll screw it up again. But Alabama, you're not going to look. Number 1, Alabama. That catch that they ruled was not a catch. And then the horse collar was not a horse collar. And look, my team has been playing Alabama since the beginning of time. Alabama is always going to get the benefits of the doubts and the referees calling the wrong. I'm just saying, if you're going to beat them, you have to be much, much better than them.
Kind of blow them up. But B, I have a solution to all of this. Okay? The University of Colorado in 1990. In 19, wait a minute.
Turn his mic off. I don't even want to hear about Colorado.
In 1990.
I'm running late. I don't want to hear about it. I don't. Turn his mic off, Blake. Please. I don't want to hear about it. Just turn it off.
There. I did it on. Hey, we're kind of late for a break anyway. We can do football when we come back.
I got to do taking out the trash, and I got to do things that happen on this date in history. We'll get to that when we come back. Just turn his mic off.
I did.
I had to mention. Had to go back.
They have to. They share the national title with Miami.
I'm going to turn it off again.
Oh, my God.
We are running late, B.
God bless. All right, Kamala Harris snarts. We'll get to that next. Quick check of the weather being brought to you by our buddies at North Star Laundry, one-stop shop for all your laundry. They can take care of your laundry in Carlsbad and in Loving. 406 West Cedar in Loving, and you can find them at 609 West Lee in Carlsbad and 604 West Church in Carlsbad. If you got oil field related clothes, look, they have coin operated machines there for regular clothes and coin operated machine for oil field related clothes, or you can let them take care of all that. They can wash, dry, and fold all your clothes, start your clothes up, dry clean your clothes if needed. Find more information out today by just stopping in. They're open 7 days a week in Carlsbad and in Loving. Check them out today. It's North Star Laundry. Sunny today, up to 61 throughout the week. It's going to be warming up. We'll be in the 70s by Thursday. We got to take a break. We're coming back. National Anthem and the Pledge, taking out trash, things that happened on this date in history, and more. Up next, news this morning, being brought to you by Randall Pettigrew, District 61. He is your state representative. Randy has been fighting very hard for Southeast New Mexico. He's running for his third term. By the way, if you can give to his campaign, please do. Find out more information at randallpettigrew.com. Couple things you can always count on, Randy Pettigrew. Fighting for the oil patch. It's our way of life. It feeds this state. Without the oil field, this state would not have money for education, road projects, and the list goes on and on and on. So Randy is there protecting the oil and gas industry, also protecting the unborn children, fighting for your Second Amendment rights. RandallPettigrew.com. Check him out today. CPAC said that they gave him an A+. Check him out today. RandallPettigrew.com. Taking a break. We're coming back. KWMW, Malchamore 105.1 FM, 712. We'll check news next. Right now, though, let's qualify you for cash.
B2B MVD in Hobbs presents the W105 Cash Blowout.
Call now.
Call 877-396-W105 now. Be one of the first 5 people to call in for your chance to win $105. The W105 Cash Blowout.
I want my money.
I want it now.
Call in now to win.
News brought to you by Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington. Getting the job done right every time since 2004.
Proudly serving most phases of the oil field process, Stone Oilfield Services has a fleet of over 60 trucks and a workforce of over 100 employees. From water transport to kill and vac truck operations, flowback services and pit filling to the clean out of rigs and tanks, as well as oiling and acidizing, Stone Oilfield believes in getting the job done right every time. Their central motto, do what you say you can do. Call them today at 575-396-1840. That's 396-1840.
NTD Radio News, I'm Joe Miller. Members of the Roswell Planning and Zoning Commission recommended requests last week made by business people that could help address the community's shortages of child care providers and affordable housing, respectively. Ariana Franco asked the city for a special use permit to operate a daycare business in a light industrial zone. That business would inhibit a building of the 600 block of East College Boulevard, not far from the intersection of East College and North Garden Avenue. Paul Taylor, owner of the 6,000 square foot commercial building, told commissioners the location had a child care provider as a tenant in the past. Taylor also said Franco and he have agreed to a 3-year lease for 3,000 square feet of space there for Franco's daycare center. The same structure will continue to house Apria Healthcare, which leases the same amount of space on the other side of the building. The businesses will each have separate street numbers. Last week, New Mexico Lions Kids Side, a statewide program originating from Las Cruces, set up a booth for easy try-ons. The organization provides classes and eye exams at no cost for qualifying individuals. Debbie Lovano, community school coordinator at University High, a community school grant recipient, organized the fair in conjunction with the Western Sky Community Care and 100% Chavez County. The fair provided resources from around Pecos Valley, Los Pasitos Family Services, Chavo County CASA, and Loveless Regional Hospital. At the Chavez County DWI program booth, young people tried on goggles that mimicked the sensation of being intoxicated. They attempted to operate scooters. They wavered while wearing goggles. The booth was an opportunity to understand how drugs and alcohol affect both brain and body. It's a lot of fun to cut your own Christmas tree. Christmas tree permits on the Lincoln National Forest, just $10, limit one per household. Now through December 22nd. On how to purchase your permit, you can go to recreation.gov, or you can stop by one of the offices in Alamogordo, Cloudcroft, and Ruidoso. And that's what's happening. I'm Joe Miller, MTD Radio News.
You know what makes me sick? You know what makes me so mad? I just want to pull over next time I see a buzzard eating a roadkill squirrel and give the buzzard a camera so he can take a picture of that flattened out squirrel intestines and guts and post it on his Facebook page and tell everybody, this is what I'm having for dinner. The other day, my old lady Pearl wanted to go somewhere nice for dinner, somewhere with tablecloths and breadsticks and a loan officer to pay for it, I hope. But me being the most romantical fella I know, I agreed. All Pearl had to do was show me that half-off coupon she got from the internet, and away we went. Well, we got there, and we get our seat, and ain't no time when I notice all these pop, 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 flash, flash, flash pictures flashes, going off in the restaurant. It was like the paparazzi saw that Kim Kardashian was coming out of a convention booth in there without her underwear on. I mean, nobody was eating their food. They were all taking pictures of it on their smartphones. You ever have somebody go on vacation and then bring pictures into work? I mean, there's nothing worse than people's vacation pictures. Unless we're talking about people with dinner pictures. And I'll tell you something right now. The only people who want to see your vacation pictures are the people who want to show you their vacation pictures. The only people that want to see pictures of your spaghetti are people with a wallet full of meatloaf pictures they want to show you. Here's what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to take a picture of my dinner before I eat it. And then again about 90 minutes after I eat it. If you're interested in my linguine, don't you want to see what it looks like after it's been through my intestinal fun cooker? Wake up, America! Put down your camera phones and pick up your forks. Them waitresses got better things to do than watch you take pictures of your food. They got joints to smoke out by the dumpster. They got no time for your nonsense. Hi, I'm Earl Pitts American. Pizza.
SDR Enterprises of Hobbs is hiring with openings for belly dump drivers, track hoe, backhoe operators, as well as roustabout and labor hands. Come and be a part of the team. Health benefits and 401k options are available to employees, and pay will be based upon experience. You must be able to pass a pre-employment drug screening. Apply in person today at 3901 South Eunice Highway or contact them at sdrenterprisesllc.com. SDR Enterprises is an equal opportunity employer.
It's a winning wonderland at Inn of the Mountain Gods. Join us on Saturdays in December for the $50,000 Winter Wonderland giveaway. Play with your Apache Spirit Club card to earn entries. You could win up to $2,000 in cold hard cash or free Spirit Play. $50,000 Winter Wonderland, Saturdays in December, only at Inn of the Mountain Gods. Must be 21 or older. Visit innofthemountaingods.com or see Apache Spirit Club booth for details.
We can make the morning if we try.
Beef and the Breakfast Club in the morning, W105.
Be in the Breakfast Club, powered by Carlsbad Chevrolet, and broadcasting from the Inn of the Mountain Gods studio. Text line at 877-396-W105.
Get up! Get your fat ass up! Now get up! Like a beached whale. God.
I did it all for the cookie. The cookie. The cookie. And me can take a cookie and stick it in my yum. Stick it in my yum. Stick it in my yum.
Today is National Cookie Day, and that counts for a Christmas song right there, just for the record. That counts for the cookies. I mean, look, I know it was only 9. Okay.
I did it all for the cookie. The cookie. The cookie.
National Cookie Day. What is your favorite cookie? I'd love to hear from you. 877-396-W105. Taking out trash on the way. Things that happen on this date in history. We'll get to all of that. Over the weekend, Kamala Harris snorted. No, it wasn't. No, it's not what you were thinking. It wasn't like a Hunter Biden snort. It was like a old lady snort. Here we go.
As Vice President, I have partnered with Caribbean leaders, including Prime Minister Terrence Drew. Yes.
Wait. Am I the only one that heard that? Here we go.
Yes.
Wait.
And Mia Motley and others to launch a new initiative to build climate resilience and renewable energy for island nations.
Why? I just have to ask this. Why can't island nations take care of their own? I'm just wondering, why is it America's job to shovel money all over the place?
Well, because they can take care of their own, but they just stick their hand out because they know the U.S. is going to give it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Hey, it's like when we go to Mexico for a drug interdiction, and they're going, "Hey, we're working real hard over here.
Mm-hmm.
Just give us another $6 to $8 billion. We're good." And we walk away, idiosos.
I think that little laugh with the snort, by the way, is a little more innuendo, like she really had relations with.
Oh, it could be. Oh, thank you, Mr. Brown. Yeah. Oh, Willie trained her. Fetterman, I finally agreed with John Fetterman on something.
Really?
Unbelievable. Fetterman was on The View on Friday talking about George Santos, and he actually brought up Menendez. Here's what he had to say.
What's your reaction to the expulsion?
Well, it's like I'm not surprised, but to me, I think the more important picture is that we have a colleague in the Senate that actually did much more sinister and serious kinds of things. Senator Menendez, he needs to go. And if you are going to expel Santos, how can you allow to somebody like Menendez to remain in the Senate? And Santos's kind of lies were almost funny, and like he landed on the moon and that kind of stuff. Whereas I think Menendez, I think, is really a senator for Egypt, not New Jersey.
First time ever I agreed with Fetterman. It is just so hard to believe.
That was the most coherent I think I've ever heard him do a long statement.
Serious. And a part of me wants to know, okay, who's feeding this? Is it actually AI or is it him?
Mm-hmm.
And Biden over the weekend was at the Kennedy Center and talking about enemies. Here's what he had. I think Queen Latifah's his enemy.
And by the way, with other movies she's earned a Golden Globe and a Primetime Emmy. That's me.
Oh,
Primetime Emmy.
Yeah, we know it was you, Joe. Thank you for that. We appreciate you so much. And Biden also keeps talking about these silly numbers. He was out yesterday, and guess what? The numbers continuously get the best of him. What's in a number anyway?
The national debt by $1.7 trillion. We literally cut the federal debt in half by $1.4 trillion. $1.7 trillion. $1.7 trillion cut. We cut the debt by $1.7 billion in the last 2 years. Let me say that again. $1.7 trillion. I reduced the budget by $1.7 billion. Okay? reduced the debt. We cut the federal debt in half. Fact.
In the first 2 years of my administration, I cut the debt by $1.7 trillion. $1.7 billion. $1.7 trillion. $1.7 trillion. $1.7 trillion. $7 billion. $1.7 trillion. $1.7 billion. Trillion dollars. Not billion, $1 trillion. $1.7 trillion. Hear me?
No one's ever reduced the debt that much.
I mean, what's at a couple decimals? I mean, serious. It's not that big of a deal anyway. Yeah, I mean, the whole thing is not that big of a deal because he never cut it anyway.
Right.
A billion, trillion, it really doesn't matter. It's all a lie. So it doesn't matter. According to the American Psychiatric Association, the APA, roughly a third of Americans anticipate more stress for the holiday season. More this year than last year. And mainly because of the price of milk and cookies to leave the big guy.
Right.
Yeah, because it's all going up.
20%.
And then you've got to deal with the Grinch, better known as the mother-in-law. Yeah.
Even Krampus.
Yeah. New survey, 55% of Americans believe it's time to ditch the traditional New Year's resolutions.
I agree.
I mean, just say you're never going to step foot in the gym ever for the rest of your life.
Of course you do,
Tom.
By the way, the other 45% believe you make the New Year's resolutions, and then 2 weeks later, you forget about it. Yeah, they're very traditional Americans. Very traditional. But, Tom, I'm glad you agree.
I forget it the next day. I mean,
yeah. New York police killed a suspect in a slaying of 4. New York police fatally shot the man suspected of carrying out a rampage that left 4 people dead and 2 officers stabbed. Early yesterday, police said the man began stabbing people in Queens about 5 a.m. in the morning. By the way, the dead included an 11-year-old and a 12-year-old. 61-year-old senior is in the hospital as we speak. And Hawaiian Airlines is being bought out by Alaskan Airlines. Looks like they reached a deal $1.9 billion. Of course, it has to be approved by the U.S. government, but looks like it's a done deal. Looks like Beetlejuice 2 is almost done. And, of course, they were well on their way to completing, but then the actors and writers strike.
Right.
Since they have both settled, Tim Burton and the crew are going to finish up the movie and get this thing released soon. And Kelly Clarkson's ex-husband, Brandon Blackstock, was ordered to return $2.6 million in commissions he overcharged while acting as her manager.
Wow.
So, yeah, he didn't get to keep the money.
Yeah. Well,
yes, I was a manager.
He was Reba's stepson.
Still is.
Still is.
Wait. He was her stepson.
No, he's still.
Oh, he is her stepson, but she divorced her daddy about 5 years ago.
Most streamed song globally in 2023. What song do you think was the most streamed song?
Shake, 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 shake.
Why would that be the most streamed song of 2023? It's like 5 years old.
Well, Taylor Swift sang it.
Oh, I thought you were doing the Casey and the Sunshine Band song.
No. Taylor's song. Am I right?
By the way, it's Last Night by Morgan Wallen.
Oh.
Number 1 most streamed song globally. I am totally surprised that a country artist made the list as the most streamed. Unbelievable.
Never heard of her.
Joe Biden's hometown reveals that they are not a fan of Bidenomics. His hometown is Scranton, Pennsylvania, according to him. And according to a brand new study or research coming out of Scranton, the economy sucks in Scranton, Pennsylvania. it sucks about as much as the scenery.
Well, that's because he's not a patch on their jeans.
Oh, no, he's not a patch
I
at
still
all.
don't even know what that means.
I have no idea. Japanese and the U.S. military divers discovered the wreckage and remains of that aircraft that crashed off of the coast of Japan. So the bodies have been recovered. And Michelle Lujan Grisham's radical anti-gun legislation, or is it really legislation? No, it would be more called executive orders.
Mm-hmm.
The Democrat anti-gun governor, Michelle Lujan Grisham, has decided to extend the executive order for gun violence all the way through December 29th.
Mm-hmm. And remember, it's an emergency health order brought on by a case that they've already arrested the guy that had nothing to do with the way her order is written.
No. Had no, well, and it was gang violence. Let's just call it what it was. It was gang violence.
But this is just another example of them saying, hey, we can do anything we want as long as we call it an emergency health order.
Well, Joe Biden just did something similar when it comes to our heaters last week. Bud Light tries to distance itself from Dylan Mulvaney. New ads coming out feature Peyton Manning and Emmitt Smith.
Oh,
how much did that cost them?
Right.
It doesn't say what it cost them, but at this point, it really doesn't matter because they got to distance themselves from the transgender figurehead, Dylan Mulvaney.
You know that Peyton and Emmett said, hey, this is a chance to bank some cash.
Oh, we're going to make money. We're going to make
money. Now, guys, I've never drank any beer, but is Budweiser one of the best beers?
Depends on who you ask. I can't drink it. It gives me a headache.
Oh.
It's the sulfites that they use in it for some reason give me a headache.
Oh, they give you a headache. Okay.
Oh, that sounds like my wife lately. No, she just has a headache.
Whatever.
No, but I like darker beers. Like I like Guinness and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the
I like
darkers.
root beer.
Good. Thank you. God bless you. It was America's number one beer, but until they screwed it up.
Now
Thank you.
Modelo is, I think.
Yeah, well, which is owned by the same company. Look, the Anheuser-Busch family doesn't. They don't care. They sold a long time ago.
Right.
So the Bush family is like whatever. All right, morning show this morning being brought to you by Chance Materials, reminding you every project begins with a solid foundation. They've got it for you. Yeah, they've got ready-mix concrete. Solid foundation, not a problem. Great customer service. Plants in Carlsbad and in Roswell. They serve all of Southeast New Mexico. ChanceMaterials.com or 575-363-3240. Give them a call today. You'll find lowest possible price on ready-mix concrete and great customer service. ChanceMaterials.com. Tom, quickly to the text.
All right, right quick to the phone lines, though. Good morning. You are on B and the Breakfast Club.
Good morning, guys. Hey, I have a question. Did y'all see that? I sent y'all a picture of it on the message, but I don't know if you saw it. There's a Bobo clinic in Las Cruces, New Mexico that's performing satanic abortion rituals.
Oh, yeah.
And this has been documented and everything.
Yeah, I did that story. In fact, these guys are all over the state. And they're also getting some government subsidies. So, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for calling, Chip.
Thanks, Chip. All right, back to the texter. Jal Patriot says, I don't care if the Texas win over Alabama was early in the season. It was early in the season for Texas, too, A win at Alabama is a big win for anybody. And if it was easy to do, more teams would do it. Huckab, Hards, says the texter.
Well, let me just say this much. It is much easier to win that game early in the season than it is later in the season. Welcome to the SEC. We'll see.
Yeah, well, they forked out a bunch of money for that, I bet you. They called the committee, hey. And Mama Bear is saying, you know what? Caramel coconut cookies is her favorite on the question of the day. What's your favorite cookie?
Those sound good.
And Alabama getting into the Final Four is just a lot of BS, says this one texter. It goes to show you it's still a very rigged system.
Look, until they have some other kind of playoff type system.
Well, don't next year we go to 6?
Yes.
Yeah.
But, I mean, and until they set it up a lot like the NFL, where you have the individual conferences do their whole playoff things, you're always going to have people argue.
Yeah, no doubt.
Or do what Texas does with its high schools, get 2 different national champions. They have 2 state champions over there.
No, not with.
We have a national championship out of Texas.
Yeah. What I'm saying, make it 2 different champions.
Texter says we go to 12 next year.
Oh, really? 12?
Wow.
There you go.
Then there's a lot more fair distribution if you go to 12, and you're going to have a lot fewer arguments.
I mean, do you remember a couple years ago, Boise State went undefeated, and they thought they earned a spot? Come on.
They were pretty good, though. They're darn good. They should have won the national championship.
Yes, Tom. Yes. TCU thought they were going to win it last year.
Well, hey, they got there. That's what all that counts. Then
they've won one.
My God. No. You know what counts?
What you
winning.
get there.
That's the only thing that counts is winning. Getting there doesn't count. Winning is what counts.
It would have been good to see Bama and Georgia play again.
Yeah. Georgia was more deserving.
The game that should be Georgia and Florida State should play each other.
You play that game 9 more times, and Georgia wins that game.
Why do you got to play it 9 times?
They'll beat them 9 times, 9 to 10.
They didn't win it on Saturday, so God bless you. All right, I got to take out trash. Taking out trash being brought to you by Trash Eaters. They do residential pickup. 575-390-4549. Get in touch with them today. And reminding you to give to the Lovington Animal Shelter. Donate your time or donate cash today. 575-552-3669. Call them today. Well, the Biden administration is going to allow a child rapist from Brazil to visit the United States on a tourist visa. What could go wrong with that?
Right.
So the Biden administration has decided, State Department decided, they're going to give a tourist visa to the Brazilian national convicted of rape of a child. Yeah, last week, the Immigration Custom Enforcement ICE agents in Boston arrested 63-year-old Brazilian national who was wanted in his native country for raping a child. According to ICE, the Brazilian was led into America with a tourist visa. And then Brazil notified America that, hey, this guy is here on a B-2 tourist visa. Why did you let him in the country? Oh, wait. We didn't check to see if he had. Oh, wow. Thank you. What the hell is going on? That should have ding, 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 ding right away. I thought our tourists, when you apply for a visa, Interpol is connected to. Biden, you have screwed everything up. Can we import some more rapists? What about child rapists? We don't have enough here, right? Wow. Thank you. 738 morning show this morning being brought to you by Zia Guns, 1907 North Main in Roswell. Handguns, rifles, shotguns, they've got them all. Over 1,000 guns in stock. Find out more information. Stop in today, 1907 North Main and Roswell. Trade in your old gun to get a better gun. And ladies, if you're looking for personal protection, they've got you covered with lethal and non-lethal personal protection. Zia Guns in Roswell, 1907 North Main in Roswell. Well, now we know what happened to Tucker Carlson.
Yeah.
Finally, we know. Greg Gutfeld kind of broke the silence. He was talking about Twitter and Elon Musk. Because Elon Musk told Disney and American Express and others, you're not going to hold your advertising over my head. You're not going to tell me how to run Twitter. If you don't like it, don't advertise with us. In fact, he told them to go F-bomb themselves. Well, discussing this, Gutfeld said, well, he's not the first to do it, but he'll survive, unlike Tucker Carlson. So now we know the rest of the story, why Tucker Carlson was let go by Fox. He was told not to discuss certain things, and he ignored them. And he was told not to discuss certain things because some advertisers told him not to discuss it. Well, told management to tell him not to discuss it, and evidently he decided he was going to do it anyway. That's when Fox fired him. Thank you, Greg Gutfeld, for letting it slip. To prove again that Fox News is not Fox News that like they used to be. Thank you. I guess their backbone is broke also. By the way, Elon Musk calling out Disney and calling out their CEO for hypocrisy after they pulled their ads from Twitter. Do you see that story, Blake?
I did. And, I mean, you can call out Disney for almost anything these days. They are so far to the left.
Oh, it's sickening. Sickening.
And that just means that hypocrisy is going to run rampant.
Yeah. We talked about football. New Mexico State gets to play in the New Mexico Bowl. They did lose against Liberty.
Yeah, I saw that.
Friday, but they'll play. Mm-hmm. They'll play against Fresno State,
right,
in the New Mexico Bowl.
Mm-hmm. That might be a nice game.
And following that game.
Yeah, but wait. This is their 6th bowl game in the history of the program.
No, and it's here at home, so. Well,
yeah.
That's
all right,
why
go
they're
ahead,
in
Blake. Give us a rundown on bowl games.
All right. So quickly on that Saturday, the 16th, you have Georgia and Southern Ohio in the Myrtle Beach Bowl. Man, these are just dumb bowls. Cricket Celebration, Howard and Florida A&M. The New Orleans Bowl is Jacksonville and Louisiana. Avocados from Mexico Bowl is Miami, Ohio, and Appalachian State. Then you got the New Mexico Bowl, which is New Mexico and Fresno State.
What date is that, by the way?
The 16th. So.
Okay.
Then UCLA versus Boise State in the LA Bowl. The Independence Bowl gets California and Texas Tech. On the 18th, you get
By the way, that's one of the crappiest bowls ever in Shreveport, Louisiana. I'm just saying. Ooh,
it only seats like 10,000 people or 12,000 or something?
No, it's bigger than that. I've been to that stadium. LSU played somebody years ago, and it's one of the crappiest bowl games I've ever been to.
Right there on the interstate.
Yeah.
The famous Toastery Bowl on the 18th gets WKU and Old Dominion. Then you get the Frisco Bowl on the 19th with UTSA and Marshall. On the 21st, you get the Boca Raton Bowl, which is USF, which is University of South Florida and Syracuse. The 22nd, the Gasparilla Bowl is Georgia Tech and UCF, University of Central Florida. The 23rd, you get the Camellia Bowl with Arkansas State and NIU. Then
By the way, it will change its name and to something else later on.
Followed by the Birmingham Bowl with Troy and Duke. Man, if you say Duke is one of the better teams, you're in trouble for football. The Armed Forces Bowl gets James Madison and Air Force.
Yay, Air Force.
The Idaho Potato Bowl gets Georgia State and Utah State. The 68 Ventures Bowl gets South Alabama and Eastern Michigan. The Las Vegas Bowl, Utah and Northwestern. The Hawaii Bowl gets Coastal Carolina and San Jose State. And then we skip Christmas. December 26th, you get the Quick Lane Bowl with Bowling Green in Minnesota. The First Responder Bowl, which is Texas State and Rice. That's a all Texas bowl always. The Guaranteed Rate Bowl is going to be Kansas at UNLV. The 27th, you get the Military Bowl, which is Virginia Tech at Tulane.
Did you say the Guaranteed Rate Bowl?
Rate,
okay.
Guaranteed rate. I'm sure it's sponsored by some insurance company. I'm sure some insurance company sponsors that. The Duke's Mayo Bowl, which, by the way, Duke's mayonnaise is pretty good. I didn't know they sponsored a bowl, but you get North Carolina and West Virginia, which might actually be a pretty good game. The Holiday Bowl, it's going to be number 15 Louisville versus USC.
Ooh.
The Texas Bowl, which will be a good game, will be A&M, Texas A&M versus Oklahoma State.
That's San Antonio. It's
the Tax Act, Texas. Well, I'm not sure. I think it is in San Antonio.
That's the Alamo Bowl.
Right. And the 28th, you get the Wasabi Fenway Bowl, which is going to be SMU and Boston College, followed by the Pinstripe Bowl, which is Rutgers and Miami. The Pop-Tarts Bowl. I'm not making this. I am not making these up.
Finally got a Pop-Tart Bowl.
I know. The NC State and Kansas State, which will actually probably be a pretty good game. Here's your Alamo Bowl. It's going to be Arizona and Oklahoma, which will be a good game. Then on the 29th, you get the Gator Bowl, Clemson and Kentucky, followed by the Sun Bowl, which is Oregon State and Notre Dame. The Liberty Bowl, which is Memphis and Iowa State.
That's another crappy bowl game, Memphis.
The Cotton Bowl, which is no longer played in the Cotton Bowl, is played over at Cowboy Stadium. It's going to be Mizzou and Ohio State. Then on the 30th, you get the Peach Bowl, which has Ole Miss and Penn State, followed by the Music City Bowl, which is Auburn and Maryland. The Orange Bowl, which is Georgia and Florida State, which will be a good game. The Arizona Bowl, which is Toledo and Wyoming. Then on the New Year's Day, the best bowl day of the year, it seems always, Wisconsin and LSU, followed by the Fiesta Bowl, which is Liberty and Oregon. Then the Citrus Bowl, which is Iowa and Tennessee. And then the big two, Rose Bowl, Alabama and Michigan, and the Sugar Bowl is Texas and Washington. Then the championship will take place on January 8th.
Where's that?
And will have me getting up at midnight to watch that ball game. So I just plan to drink all day into the night, and I'll make it, All right, things that happened on this date in history coming up in a second. Florida high school principal, coach, and teacher has resigned. Well, he's been reassigned after allowing a trans student on the girls volleyball team. Look, Florida is very strict when it comes to biological students competing against biological students in their own gender. So this principal knew exactly what he was doing. He's lucky to still have a job. Because the Senate said that you can't allow boys to compete as girls. Instead, he did what he thought was right. Now you're being reassigned. I hope they sent him to the worst school district, and now he's like a PE coach somewhere. And by the way, your pay has been docked. Pope Francis said climate has run amok and the planet is overheating. Thank you, Pope Francis. Check your temperature as fast as you can. And by the way, I think you need a rectal thermometer. Let's check it that way. What the hell is the matter? I mean, every week, this guy, last week, he was talking about transgenders are going to allowed to be baptized in every week. You're hijacking the Catholic Church. Get out of here. Can y'all remove him as quick as possible?
I just don't get it. I thought that's what the Council of Cardinals was for.
Well, evidently they're scared on him. They're scared of him. Sad. All right, on the way, I got Meet the Press. We know how many hostages we have. So we'll get to that. And Dig Durbin, shutting the Republicans down. I'll get to that and more. Things that happen on this date in history. Up next, morning show being brought to you by Rig Outfitters and the Home Store. Broadmoor Mall, Hobbs America. They've got all your jeans, FR jeans, coveralls, gloves, anything to work in the patch, they've got you covered. Steel toe boots, safety gear, looking for hard hats. They've got everything that you might need. And furniture, appliances, electronics, all in one low price and zero down financing. They're right next door to Scrub Outfitters. They have a large selection. In fact, the largest selection of scrubs in 100 miles. Healing Hands, Metcouture's, Peaches, Dickies, and others. They have the cute compression socks. Cool thing about the compression socks, all colors, all kind of shapes and designs. And they have comfy shoes also. Check them out. Rig Outfitters, right next door to Scrub Outfitters, and vice versa, inside the Broadmoor Mall. Tom in the text, quickly.
All right, there will be no national champion, says this text, until all conference champions are in a playoff like they do in Division II and Division III, says the text.
There's a reason why it's Division II and Division III.
Yeah, they may have a point, though. You know, Georgia and Florida State play in the Cotton Bowl. Wait for the score and tell me. What's that, bud?
They play in the Orange Bowl.
Yeah, this guy's saying the Cotton Bowl.
By the way, my prediction, I was pretty good this weekend. I took the points, and I was 4 for 4 in every game. I should have bet, and I didn't. But Georgia will defeat Florida State by 2 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm. Well, wait for the score, and then tell me Florida State will be one of the best 4 teams in the country.
That's what I just said, Tom.
Says, well, that texter's saying this, though. So, hey, but what the hey? I'm so confused, says this texter, by Biden. I feel like I just listened to Tom Hayes ramble, says John from Eunice this morning. Okay.
Well, it was in the neighborhood.
It was in the neighborhood. So, there you go, B.
By the way, how much did you weigh on Friday?
274.
You were in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just shy of 218. You're right. I mean, you're so close. You can just feel it.
Yeah, I was telling a friend of mine about that the other day, over the weekend. And
you're so close. You can just sniff it.
He said, you should be proud because you lost 423 pounds.
Oh, please. You did not lose 423 pounds. Shut up. When did you lose 423 pounds?
Well, I started in Roswell.
He added all of his ex-wives
and
together.
You lost 423 pounds. How much did you weigh? 800 pounds?
Well, it was the last 4 years we were there, and then went to Ruidoso.
So now you're saying you lost 423 pounds.
Yeah, it got to Ruidoso, and then COVID hit. I got down to 260. COVID hit. Well, what do you do? They closed the gyms.
You keep pushing. You keep working. You keep doing what you're supposed to do.
Did you miss that, B?
Lies. Do you know you and Joe Biden have a lot in common?
What's that?
You're always in the damn neighborhood. It's always apples and oranges. And you lie a whole bunch.
You missed the part where he said they closed the gym, so that's what had the effect on
Yeah, they closed all COVID. Closed the gym.
Go walk.
Cold out there. You lived out there for 3 years.
Did you go to the gym?
Swim.
Did you go to the gym?
No. Swimming.
So why did closing the gyms have an effect?
Because they closed the swimming pool. Plus, I was the poster child for that organization.
It's like arguing with the wall. Things that happen on this date in history being brought to you by our buddies at the Twin Wells Fuel Station. If you're driving this morning between Jowl and Carlsbad, exit on Buck Jackson Road, go down 2.75 miles. Fill her up today at the Twin Wells Fuel Station. They've got unleaded, green diesel, red diesel, DEF value, and more, and open to the public. You'll notice them when you approach them on Buck Jackson Road, large covered area, and they do accept all major credit cards, fleet cards, and debit cards right up a 128 on Buck Jackson Road. George Washington, the general, bid farewell to his officers at the Francis Tavern in New York. The year was 1883. Separate checks, please. Mission was founded in California, in Santa Barbara in 1786. James Monroe was elected the 5th president of the United States. 1816. He defeated Rufus King. We're very close to having a king as president. Very close. The Whig Party held its national convention and nominated William Henry Harrison to be our president in 1839. The slogan of the Whig Party was, "There will be hell to pay." You didn't get it, Tom. Okay. To pay. Great Club.
Yeah.
Was played in Canada in 1909. And President Wilson became the first American president to travel outside the United States in 1918. Cessna 172 began the world's longest flight in 1958. Flying over Las Vegas 64 days. It flew, did it go around Las Vegas for 64 days? 22.3 hours. It never landed in Vegas. It just flew around Vegas.
And refueled in the air.
Yeah, right. And then our very own Steve Pierce flew around the world.
Can I just get through things that happened on this date in history?
I'm just saying.
Santa List Day, National Stocking Day, and Just Saying Day going on today. Tyra Banks is 50. Jay-Z is 54. Jeff Bridges is 74. Happy birthday, dude. Max Baer is 86. Tom, what is Max Baer known for?
Jethro and Hillbillies. Beverly Hillbillies.
Jethro. Not Jeff Rowe.
Yeah.
Wink Martindale is 90.
He's a game
Today is National Cookie Day. And by the way...
And it's my brother's birthday.
Is it?
Yeah.
Happy birthday, bro.
Happy birthday.
And he flew halfway around the world also. So, happy birthday. Where does he live, Blake?
He lives in East Texas.
So, we hope you have a awesome, awesome birthday. But Steve Pierce once flew around the world also.
He did flew in his Cessna. Did you not read his book?
Awesome, Tom. Thank you. I mean, I needed that information as I was doing things that happened. Did it happen on this date in history?
Sometime in history, yeah.
Did it happen on this date in history?
Not
Then
recently,
I don't
no.
know about if it didn't happen on this date in history. But thank you. God bless you. 757. Text line is open. God almighty.
Man, B, you're crazy. You know, Tom, he lost 20 pounds 20 times. You know, that's 400 pounds. He didn't account for finding it.
If you would have lost 423 pounds, you would be weighing 2 pounds today.
Right. But I did it.
You know, there is a saying that you can't fix stupid.
Uh-huh.
I am coming to believe it.
This thing they're saying they didn't refuel a Cessna 172 in the air, says the texter. I don't know how that works.
I don't know how that worked either. So it would be hard.
But they flew it 22 hours.
Right. Post your child for Ruidoso Jim. Under your picture, it said, "Don't be a Tom A," says the texter.
Yes. No doubt.
I was a spokesman for them.
We need that. We need to get in touch with the MLG and tell her that in a way to fight obesity, that we need a picture of Tom in every school.
One more, be Nick from the Patch. You know, I'm very surprised. I'm very surprised Disney hasn't called Tom A for a new Pinocchio role. We'll laugh out loud, says Nick.
All right, our number 877-396-W105B on the Breakfast Club. Meet the press, John Kirby. He is Biden's, he's the official spokesperson for the Biden campaign. At least we finally know how many hostages we have.
There are still 8 Americans who are unaccounted for, including one woman. Has the U.S. been able to obtain information about the whereabouts, the conditions of these hostages? Are they still alive?
We have imperfect information. We do believe that there are still a number of Americans that are being held hostage, Kristen. And we're getting that from communication with the family members. And of course,
my God, we're America. We're the United States of America, and we can't even get good information. Is this where we have come? We're America. And this is the best that we can do. Imperfect information.
It is not the best we can do. It's what they want to do.
Yeah, you're right. All right, on the way, millennials feel abandoned by their parents.
Oh.
Because they're not available to raise the grandkids. By the way, every one of my grandkids I love, but it's not my job to raise them. It's my job to spoil them. That's my job. Yeah. All right, a woman's body found in a trash chute. No foul play suspected. None. Idaho baby found dead by police one day after Amber Alert went out. Illegal immigrants landed on a beach near Hollywood stars' homes. I love this story. I will get to it. And 2 hunters accidentally shoot and kill themselves in separate incidents. Yeah. Sad. I'll get to that coming up next. And the IRS, the penalty for underpayment, they're coming after you. We talked briefly about that. We'll dive into that coming up in a second. KWMW Malmore, 105.1 FM, better known as W105. Quick check of the weather being brought to you by Roadrunner Grill. Find them in Artesia, 811 West Main in Artesia. Yeah, that's a brand new location. And you can always call in advance, 575-736-2573. Looking for somebody to cater maybe a Christmas party at the office. Or maybe something bigger. They can handle all of that. Or maybe you got guys on locations that you want to say thank you for working so hard during the holidays. Give them a call. They can prepare the meals. You pick them up, carry it out there for them. 575-736-2573. Call in advance. They're serving up breakfast right now. And, of course, for lunch, they have the same great menu, now barbecue. Roadrunner Grill and Barbecue, 811 West Main in Artesia. Check them out today. We got to get to the national anthem and the pledge. We've got the Lord's Prayer and more coming up. Tom, quickly to the text.
All right. God bless Southeastern New Mexico, says this text. Thank you for the show, too, they say. And on this day in history, Tom believed he weighed over 600 pounds, says the text.
He lost 423 pounds.
Well, this other text says, Tom lost the same 42 pounds 10 times, says the text.
It was amazing that he was able to survive with just 2 pounds left. It was awesome. He was a shell of the man that he used to be.
Oh, wait, 100 pounds at one time.
You weighed 100 pounds at one time. Me too. I think I was in 6th grade.
Hey, who's the pledge brought to us by, B?
Wow. Being brought to you by our buddy Rebecca Long. She is our Farmers Insurance agent, has been for 40-plus years. Started when she was 19 years of age, and 40-plus years later, still helping people. If you have, many needs when it comes to insurance, home, auto, life insurance, commercial insurance, recreational vehicles, you need to have all that insured. She can bundle it all together to save you a lot of time and effort. Wouldn't it be easier that you have one agent to take care of everything? Call her. Let her put together a plan that's designed just for you. 575-393-2929. 2661. Rebecca Long, your former insurance agent, proud sponsor of the national anthem and the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The tiny but mighty 7-year-old singer from Los Angeles, Malaya Emma Chandragwijaya.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red-glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
God bless America. God bless you. It's 8:06. Your chance to qualify for cash is on the way. Large prayer being brought to you by Judah Oil, reminding you God is in control.
And praise God in heaven and on earth, and let there be peace to the people who please him.
Hi, this is Felicia Bowen with Judah Oil. Please join me in our Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
8:07. Check of the weather this morning being brought to you by Seminole Siding and Construction, trusted name across southeast New Mexico. They give excellent construction and siding services. They can take care of your roof, your windows, seamless gutters, and more. When it comes to metal buildings, they offer two types, commercial and industrial type. And the cool thing about these guys, they self-inspect. They go out after the job is finished to make sure everything is good to go. Call them 575-391-1430 and talk to them about anything that when it comes to construction, and check if they can meet your needs. You can find them online at SeminoleSidingAndConstruction.com or 575-391-1430. Call them today. Sunny today, getting up to about 61 for the high, 35 tonight, 63 tomorrow. We'll warm up to about 71 on Thursday. I see no rain in the forecast, and the wind is pretty much gone also. 5-day forecast, go to W105radio.com. Let's get you updated with all the news being brought to you by the Ragsdale Law Firm. Ragsdale Law Firm settling the big cases in the patch, one case for over $10 million. They also settled a $9 million medical malpractice case. Settling cases for car accidents and slip and falls, anything personal protection, personal injury, they are the place to call. RagsdaleLawFirm.com, 575-208-5300. Call Luke Ragsdale today. We're qualifying folks for cash. We're checking in with news now. W105.
B2B MVD in Hobbs presents the W105 Cash Blowout.
Call now.
Call 877-396-W105 now. Be one of the first 5 people to call in for your chance to win $105. The W105 Cash Blowout.
I want my money.
And I want it now.
Call in now to win.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. The Israeli military expands its ground offensive to all of Gaza and orders mass evacuations in southern Gaza where civilians had been told to go.
Israeli forces are ramping up their airstrikes. They say they targeted 200 different sites overnight, bringing the total number of strikes against Gaza since this war began 59 days ago to more than 10,000.
Fox's Trey Yingst. A U.S. Navy warship in the Red Sea shoots down 3 drones launched by Iran-backed fighters in Yemen during an attack on ships in the Red Sea.
Houthi rebels claim their drones were firing at commercial ships that are linked to Israel. U.S. officials say Iranian proxy groups launched 4 attacks on 3 different ships. They say the attacks are a direct threat to international commerce and security.
Fox's Anita Vogel, a defense official, also tells Fox a U.S. drone strike killed 5 Iranian-backed fighters in Iraq who were planning an attack on U.S. troops. America's listening to Fox News.
You've imagined that perfect home, designed it in your mind. At Destiny Real Estate, it's dreams that we provide. We buy or sell residential ranches, lots and more. Call Rhonda Burns at Destiny and let her tell you more.
If you're looking to rent, please join our website at www.destinyluxuryrental.com. I've got everything from a little 2-bedroom all the way up to a 10,000 square foot home with an indoor swimming pool. Again, that's destinyluxuryrental.com. And I'm needing some more homes. If you wanted to make a little extra income, just give me a call. Rhonda Burns, 575-257-3000 at Destiny Real Estate. Our business is built on dreams and imagination. Telephone 575-257-3000.
Call Rhonda Burns at Destiny and let her tell you more. Call Rhonda Burns at Destiny and let her tell you more.
Untreated hearing loss is more than just a little inconvenience. Recent studies have linked it to diabetes, cardiovascular problems, depression, and even Alzheimer's disease. Experts recommend a professional hearing evaluation as the first step when considering hearing aids. Crystal Dyer is a licensed, certified hearing care professional with years of experience at Miracle Ear here in Hobbs. For the next 2 weeks, she's conducting no-obligation hearing tests with risk-free trials of the most trusted hearing aid in America. Visit miracle-ear.com or stop by her office in the Hobbs Plaza to learn how Miracle Ear can help you.
Holy cannoli! No matter when, no matter where, no matter what, Nomad provides the highest quality, full line of organic products and the friendliest, most educated staff in Southeast New Mexico. With locations in Tatum and Hobbs, Nomad can guide the first-time nervous customer as well as cater to connoisseurs and medical patients. You can stop by their one-of-a-kind retail locations at 223 West Broadway in Tatum or at 3501 North Grimes in Hobbs. Reach for the top shelf today at Nomad.
Must be 21. Do not use if pregnant. Do not operate heavy machinery. Not FDA approved.
Holiday scratchers from the New Mexico Lottery are now on sale, and they feature a second chance promotion. 60 lucky entrants will each win $1,000 this holiday season. Get info and enter at nmlottery.com. You must be at least 18 to play. Please play and gift responsibly. 8 down, 4-letter word for an animated panther. Pink. Introducing Pink Panther Scratchers, featuring $15,000 top prizes. Pick up New Mexico Lottery Pink Panther Crossword Scratchers today. You must be at least 18 to play. Please play responsibly.
If you need an aggressive, experienced personal injury attorney who is honest and true, you need to get the Gorilla.
So I'm 23 years old. I worked at a warehouse, and I took an injury which caused the amputation of my right leg. I was approached by a specific firm, and they turned my case down within 5 minutes. I was told to come visit the Gorilla Law Firm, and immediately they saw potential in my case. And I tell you what, Gorilla Law Firm had my back when no one else did. The Gorilla Law Firm made me a multi-millionaire. And if you're injured, you call the Gorilla Law Firm too.
The Gorilla Law Firm, 3130 North Grimes and Hobbs, or call 575-964-2720.
American Oil and Natural Gas provides a reliable energy solution, powers our economy, and ensures energy independence over foreign sources. As one of the country's leading producers, Coterra Energy has a responsibility to help meet these needs. They're growing their team and bringing on new team members who are passionate about energy and making a difference in the Permian Basin. New team members receive a sign-on bonus and have access to an incredible benefits package. To apply, text Coterra to 71441. That's COTERRA to 71441. Coterra Energy is an equal opportunity employer.
It's truck season at Sierra Blanca Motors in beautiful Ruidoso. Shop their lot, overflowing with Ram Tough trucks. For a limited time, Sierra Blanca Motors is offering an unprecedented 13% under MSRP on their entire inventory of new 2023 half, 3/4, and 1-ton Ram trucks in stock. Shop online at SierraBlancaMotors.com. Sierra Blanca Motors, your 4-wheel drive headquarters. No gimmicks, no markups, no addendums, ever.
In hometowns such as ours, we depend on our local grocery store to provide for our family, to always have the highest quality products available, to have the freshest and most nutritious produce and the hand-selected and cut meats butchered fresh daily, to have the dairy case always full of the variety to meet your family's needs, and to do this, always guaranteeing fair pricing and everyday value. And for 50 years, we depended on Bob's Ritway for all of this, and they know we depend on them for the next 50 years. Bob's Ritway, where your grocery dollar will always go farther.
What happens in the Breakfast Club stays in the Breakfast Club.
And the Breakfast Club.
Get your ass out of bed.
Yeah.
Not afraid to talk the talk. And we walk with a limp. B in the Breakfast Club.
He said it is what it is. Well, it is what it is because he is who he is. That's why it is what it is.
Get ready for the Rolling Stone on the AARP Senior Moments Tour. I take lots of medication to relieve my constipation. The Rolling Stones AARP Senior Moments Tour, playing all of your senior moment favorites. Under my chair, I dropped the TV remote. The Rolling Stones AARP Senior Moments Tour. Tickets on sale now. All shows start at 3:30 p.m. Somebody help me up, because I'm falling and I can't get up. You gotta help me up. Joe Biden's song, I keep a falling and I can't get up. Even at the Kennedy Awards, he had to be told which way to go.
Oh, sad.
Couldn't remember how to exit on a one exit stage. I can't. It was bad. It's bad. I hate to pick on him, but yeah, you got one way you can get down. One.
Hey, that's crazy. That's just
yeah. It's right there, Joe. It's right there. By the way, they even have little arrows that they put for you. It's sad. It's sad. Taylor Swift has set the earning on Spotify $100 million from she earned over $100 million from Spotify. 2023, she had 26.1 billion streams since the beginning of the year. Meanwhile, she's been streamed almost as many times as the NFL has mentioned her on broadcast. Almost. Not quite. So at this point, Spotify says that they're going to start printing money for Taylor Swift. Whew. Just give her a blank check for blank space. Oh, wait, blank space. Oh, wow. Did you guys see that Beyonce's movie was the #1 movie at the box office this past weekend?
Even though she was in a movie.
Yeah, but did it open against any other movies?
I don't know, but here's the deal. It made $21 million at the box office, which is like a quarter of what Taylor Swift.
Right.
But so she had a movie, but it only made about a quarter of what The Austin Powers movie that she was in made too.
Oh, yeah, really? Well, I mean, she was competing against Hunger Games.
What was the movie
like
about?
The third
anyway,
week of that one though, right? Like, I mean, there wasn't any other opening movies this week.
No. Hunger Games took in 14.5. Godzilla -1. 11 million. Trolls band together. Yeah, these are all old movies.
The Godzilla movie is a good movie, actually.
So, but Renaissance, a film about Beyonce.
Whatever.
I just don't know if I have I just couldn't go see something like that.
No.
I think I'd wait. I'm going to pay to go see this. I'll wait. It's going to be on Netflix in like 2 weeks. Why?
Right.
No way.
Now, is she still married to that thug, Jay-Z?
Who knows?
Why you call him a thug, Tom?
He's a thug, man.
Racist. Racist.
What's a thug? Always a thug. That's what I'm saying.
Why would he be a thug? Why would he be a thug?
Didn't he grow up in New Orleans?
No. So if you grow up in New Orleans, you're a thug.
Yeah. Well, he was a thug back then.
Really?
Sold drugs?
Are you really saying that everyone in New Orleans is a thug? I have really good friends that live in New Orleans.
Oh, are they thugs?
No.
Oh.
So, I mean, you're a racist.
Am I a racist? How come?
Well, because you called him a thug based on what? The color of his skin?
No, because he used to be a thug.
I don't think he has a arrest record. I think 50 Cent,
yeah, he was a thug. He even admitted in his documentary.
Well, if you know, why you're asking us?
Because you always talk about thugs.
Yeah, but at least I get it right. You don't.
I got it right.
Jay-Z.
I'll give him credit for
while you're looking that up,
for creeping out of that hole.
While you're looking that up, the two people who voted present for George Santos was Al Green in the Texas 9th District.
Really?
And Jonathan Jackson in the Illinois 1st District, both Democrats.
We're talking the Al Green?
No.
We're not talking about that Al Green.
Representative Al Green in the Texas 9th District. If you're in that district, you need to vote him out. And Jonathan Jackson, Illinois, 1st District.
So Jay-Z supposedly stabbed a record producer in 1999. He was arrested and for stabbing a record producer. Let's see what else. His nightclub 4040 reportedly bounced checks. You thug. Bouncing checks. Former drug dealer during his teenage years. Crack was everywhere. He admitted to cheating on Beyonce. You thug. I mean, you ugly thug. You got Beyonce in the bed with you and you're cheating? He shot his brother at the age of 12.
Yeah. God. Guy's worse than I thought.
Does kind of sound like a thug.
He reportedly punched a young female fan in 1999. He was trying to get the street cred up. Nothing says street cred like punching a hoe. Just saying. Hey. He sued David Ortiz for using his nightclub name, Big Papi. By the way, he didn't win the lawsuit. And he was arrested for gun possession in 2001 in Manhattan. Of course, nobody can have guns in Manhattan.
Well, didn't he also interrupt the award to Taylor Swift because Beyonce was going to get it?
Tom, that was Kanye West. I mean, do all black people look alike to you?
That's another thug. He did marry the Kardashians, didn't he? Kanye West.
I don't know. I couldn't the only Kardashian that I could identify by looking at is Kim, only because she's I know there's other ones, and I know that I've seen them, but I have no idea who they are.
So if you marry a Kardashian, you must be a thug.
Well, there is some that might actually be true.
I mean, I'm going to be honest. Kanye West is a nerd. He's not a thug.
Well, he acted thuggish that day when he took Taylor Swift's mic award from her.
No, I think he was high as a kite. Please, don't confuse thuggish and highness.
Keep my name out your mouth.
Is
that a thug thing?
Mm.
Is
that,
Will Smith a
was
thug?
kind of thuggish, but yeah.
But they named their kids North, South, West, and West.
So that makes you a thug.
It's the direction they were facing during conception.
Is that what it was? Okay.
So looks like Taylor Swift's publicist slammed rumors that the singer had secretly tied the knot with her ex-boyfriend.
She has married
She's with
Travis
Kelce.
Kelce, by the way.
I
got that on
She has
good
not married. She has not married Travis.
They got
Kelce.
married in a secret wedding. So they're not going to say nothing until the season's over.
Thank you. Fake news. Apple and Paramount are talking about a merger of their streaming service.
Of Apple and Paramount?
Yeah, Paramount and Apple. Yeah,
I don't have either one of those.
And millennials feel abandoned by their parents, not being available to help raise the grandkids. I'm going to be very honest. Look, I'm in the Philippines. My grandkids are back in Texas and New Mexico. I've raised my kids. I love my grandkids.
Right.
My job is to spoil my grandkids.
Exactly.
I talked to at least I talked to one of them today.
Oh, nice.
I love my grandkids, but it's not my job to raise them.
No.
It's not my job. But millennials, I get it. I get it. You want your parents to do your job.
Well, what it is they want the same quality of life that their parents worked their entire lives for, but
Right.
they want it right now.
Yeah, yeah. You're
They
right.
don't
about
want to have to work for it.
No. Looks like a missing woman was reportedly found at the bottom of a trash chute in Manhattan in a luxury apartment. She disappeared from following a work party. And according to the Daily Mail, the NYPD says that they don't believe that there's any foul play suspected. She just ended up in a. I mean, did she was going to take a ride, or I don't know.
Just another Manhattan Christmas work party.
Exactly. Idaho baby found dead by police one day after the Amber Alert went out, and police say the father is now in custody. The Idaho baby, they had sent the Amber Alert out, and they did find the 10-month-old baby, but the baby was dead. The father has been arrested. And illegal migrants landed on the beach near Barbra Streisand. And there was one other person, Barbra Streisand. Who is the other one that is? Anyway, Barbra Streisand's enough. So they landed on the beach in Malibu near her home. I think they should have been able to just go into Barbra Streisand's home.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Cher was the other.
Cher was the other.
And Leonardo DiCaprio. I think that they should have been allowed to just go in. I mean, because Barbara, I mean, they like the illegal immigration, so just invite them in, feed them, enjoy a couple drinks with them. Why not? Let them stay. 2 hunters in Kentucky accidentally shot themselves in 2 separate incidences over the weekend. 77-year-old Russell Stillwell of Indiana was killed Saturday, and then a 26-year-old Benjamin Bogle was found dead, and both cases have been ruled accidental. The sheriff in that area said this is the first time he's ever seen something like this in his 30 years in law enforcement. IRS is going to increase the penalty for underpayments to 8%. So if you are self-employed and underpay your taxes, and some of that is a guesstimation, and then you make it up at the next quarter at the end of the year, you will be fined 8%. The government needs your money. That's what that's what it looks like to me. The government needs your money and needs your money now, not later. Tom on the text, 829, still to come. We've got the boob of the day. Within minutes, our number 877-396-W105.
You know, my son was on a Division I team that played in 4 bowls during his time. Well, first one was the New Year's Day Bowl, and then the second one also was a New Year's Eve Bowl, and 2 of these crappy bowls. Okay. Now, the team's bands and fans, they go to the bowl games. I don't care where it's at. I mean, the bowls take care of the teams and make time worth it. And when the whistle blows,
I'm just saying, all the bowl games I've been to, some of the worst, Independence Bowl and the bowl game in Memphis. I'm just saying.
Well, this text goes on to say that the bowls take care of the teams and make their time worth it. And when the whistle blows, it's time for football, says the
look, I get that. I get that. But can you imagine playing in the New Mexico Bowl? I mean, that's not a prestigious bowl. They have just added so many bowl games now.
Yeah.
That it's just taking some of the luster off the diamond. Well, it's just not even shiny anymore.
But New Mexico State's going to be in this bowl.
But that's what I was saying when I was reading down some of those bowls, just the name of them.
Right.
You know.
I may go to that. I may go to that.
I mean, I think there should be one called the Compact Bowl.
Okay. How about the Dumpster
Bowl?
Like
Tom's Compact.
Right.
Dumpster Bowl, they'd be hosting Colorado and somebody else.
Yeah, Colorado would be playing in the Compact Bowl.
They'll be playing in the national championship a year from now.
It would be.
I will take your money on that bet. He just said they'll be playing for the national championship next year.
Lord.
I will bet you $1,000 right now they will not.
I'll put up another $1,000.
It's not about the money. It's about
it's about the money for me.
It's about believing you get there. That's what it is.
It's about the money. I bet you $1,000 Colorado will not.
I will take bets like that all day. So let's put up the money for it, Tom.
No, I won't see a penny from you.
I'll cover his part.
Tom. I'm not a welcher like you.
So will you take the bet or not?
Okay, I had to take you guys' money.
Will you take the bet or not?
No.
Of course you won't. Thanks for being a supporter of the Bucks. Of course. All right, let's get to the boob of the day, being brought to you by Desert Functional Medicine Aesthetics, medical professionals on staff. They are there with functional medicine. Functional medicine is a different approach than regular medicine. It's a totally different approach. They're treating you to not numb up the symptoms. That's why they offer things such as stem cell therapy and ozone therapy and hormonal optimization. If your hormones are a whack, doesn't matter if you're a female or a male, if your hormones are all messed up, life is not going to be that great. It is not going to be that great when your hormones are out of whack. Go do the deep dive into your blood work. Find out what the heck is going on with your body. If your body is talking to you, you need to listen. Desert Functional is the only place I've ever been where they sit down and spent 1 hour with me and went through every category of my blood work. And by the way, it's extensive. 3900 North Lovington Highway in Hobbs. You can also find them online at desertfunctionalfma.com. Follow them on Facebook. Pick up the phone and give them a call. Desert Functional Medicine Aesthetics, proud sponsor of the Boob of the Day.
I guess it would help if I turn my mic back on. It sounds like
I was dancing while I was waiting. I was dancing the music.
Well, there you go. Might as well. It sounds like someone was not happy about being on the naughty list, and I'm not talking about Tom. A couple in Kentucky is upset after someone gunned down the inflatable Santa in their yard last week.
Oh.
They were watching TV when they heard a loud bang. They looked outside and noticed that their giant inflatable Santa had fallen over.
Uh-oh.
But the footage from their surveillance camera was even scarier. A car turned around in their court, drove past their house, and did a drive-by on the Santa. It's unclear who the shooter was or who ordered the hit, although I guess they probably had the car on their camera. The inflatable was new and they had just bought it for about $200. Fortunately, a neighbor helped them patch the bullet hole, and no one was hurt except for Santa. But the community is concerned because this happened very close to the houses. So police are naturally investigating who shot Santa. And for doing a drive-by on the Santa, you are the boob of the day.
Boob of the day being brought to you by Desert Functional Medicine and Aesthetics. Check them out today. Yeah, those inflatables are not cheap.
No, and apparently they're they have people that are mad at them.
Right.
Wow.
At least it wasn't one of those 2B wavy arm Santas,
Yeah. The one that just even though my Santa has his hand up, and when the wind blows, it looks like he's waving to you. Just when the wind is blowing, though. Any other time, he's pretty stationary. All right, best states for the ultimate winter trip. Vermont came in at number 1, followed by Alaska, Maine, New Hampshire, and Wisconsin. New Mexico did not make the list. Colorado came in at number 7. The ultimate winter trip. I would think Alaska would be my top pick. That's just me, though.
I wonder if they only polled people in New England.
Maybe. Maybe.
Right.
Supreme Court is set to hear oral arguments coming up on today over a bankruptcy deal that releases members of the Stacker family who led Purdue Pharmacy. Purdue, of course, came up with OxyContin. Mm-hmm. And OxyContin, they lied. I mean, they out and out lied about the dangers. When they started pushing OxyContin, you know what they said? It's not addictive. Turned out to be one of the most addictive pain medicines ever. So the Stacker family, they had already had $11 billion taken out of the company. But in this lawsuit, they'll go after them across the big pond, overseas. We'll see how it plays out. Do you know how many people died of drug overdoses that started with OxyContin?
Oh, I bet it's in probably close to, well, I don't even know, but I bet it's 250,000 people. At least.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. By the way, there's 618,000 claimants. That tells you how big it is. Alabama. In Alabama, a baby in Alabama mauled to death by a pet hybrid wolf. The baby was 3 months old.
Most states, those hybrid wolves are illegal.
Tom, I don't know if you remember when I was in Big Spring, there was a lady that worked at the station. Mm-hmm. And she had that hybrid wolf, and she would bring it into the station.
Oh, yeah.
Big
old thing.
And I never trusted. There was just look, you can tell by the look in a dog's eyes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You can tell that dog ain't right. Mm. Well, this dog wolf, it wasn't right. And it was very protective of her. If you got too close to it,
right.
And it smelled. I mean, you put all that, well, she smelled too, but I mean, she was like 88 years old. But so in Alabama, it killed your 3. 3-month-old baby.
What are you doing leaving it alone with a dog anyway?
Well, and that was my next question. You have a wolf, and you're leaving it with your 3-month-old. Wow.
It's basically going, here's a snack.
Right?
My God. By the way, no charges yet. And that's the way the story is worded. Yet. Could be coming down. Maybe. All right, 8:39. Go ahead.
Hey, Kevin. There's this great thing about TV. If you don't want to watch the bowl games, change to your Filipino channel. Nobody
says the Flippin' channel.
Oh, was it Flippin'? It looked like Filipino.
I won't watch them, most of those, to begin with. I'll watch the major bowls, and that's it.
Yeah, me too. They don't.
I mean, crappy bowl games get about as much attention from me as the WNBA.
It goes on to say nobody cares that you don't want to watch. I mean, you're acting like a liberal right now, crying.
How the hell am I crying?
Well, this texter says...
By saying there are too many bowl games?
Yeah, you've said that before. But this texter says, some of those kids that play in New Mexico Bowl will never get the chance to go to New Mexico. I mean, I get it. It's not the best bowl, but the way the bowl system takes care of the student athletes, I'd say keep them all, says the texter.
So New Mexico students won't get to go to New Mexico?
Well, if they say
I
they'll
don't know
go.
what that was.
I don't know what that means.
They may not get to go to New Mexico, but at least they have the bowl here. I think
they live in New Mexico.
Yeah, I think that's what they're referring to. But yeah.
Well, it would be nice if people actually support the bowl game. Let's see how many people go to the bowl game.
But they
because last year they were giving away tickets and still couldn't get people to go.
Well, it's only been in existence 5 years.
How many people go to New Mexico State football games?
Bunch of them.
How many? What's the average attendance?
I'm going to say 30,000.
You think it's 30?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
It's a nice stadium they got out there.
I'll look it up for you, Tom.
Yeah. Hey, B, Jeffro is asking, any news on the bomb in the Philippines?
Bomb?
Uh-huh.
Well, I don't know nothing about no bomb.
Maybe that was the earthquake.
Maybe that's the earthquake they were talking about. You would have known if there was a bomb. That's for sure. Hey, morning, fellas. Hey, Blake.
Yeah.
As a texter. For Christmas, would you like a hammer drill with 1-inch drill? A 1-inch drill bit?
Yes. Yes,
I would like one too.
Keep reading.
And Tom, the 240 pounds that you lost was both your ex-wives, says the texter. They were both Hispanic women. One was Puerto Rican, one was American.
Are you racist? Why?
No.
Why does that matter?
Well, because this is a joke I used to tell my first wife. Because when she had her two kids, our two daughters, I said, "Dang, I didn't know your hips expanded that bad." And she didn't think it was funny. I said, "Why do you say that?" Because a lot of Hispanic women that have children, their hips expand.
Oh my gosh!
I told her that.
Really?
She didn't think it was funny. Now, the second wife never had any kids, so
27,000 people.
She had some nice hips.
27,000.
You're a sexist and racist.
Yes, he's sexist and combined. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Well, I like my women with big hips. I mean, hey.
Yeah. You know what they like?
What?
They like a man with a big brain also.
A big brain?
Yes.
The size matters.
Yeah. When it comes to brain, yes, it does.
And texter says, J-Dub says, yeah, that's why she's your ex, Tom, says the texter. Okay.
No doubt. All right, on the way, we're going to talk about two big rock groups are going on tour together. I'll tell you who they are. Ohio man refuses to share a bag of chips with a stranger. the stranger shot him in the face. And gold. Have you seen gold, the price of gold? I'm kind of glad I didn't sell my gold. And what college is the best college in New Mexico to go to?
I'm going to say all of them.
Yes, because let's just give a trophy to everybody. Right?
When is that drill getting here?
Hopefully it's real soon.
So what is the best school in New Mexico?
He's getting to it. That's called a tease.
I said I would get to it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear you.
I'm teasing.
He's
a record shark is being tracked off the coast.
He's having trouble concentrating ever since he saw Hillary on the screen behind him earlier.
Oh, my God. My girl was on there, dude.
Oh, my Lord. Tom, if it came down to me having sex with Hillary or not having sex, I think I would not have sex.
She's not your type.
Tom makes that same decision every day.
Yes, of course he does. So I think I would pass. God bless you, though. 8:45, we're going to take a break. We're coming right back. Good news of the day within minutes. Tom and the text quickly.
All right. Blah, 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 blah. The Tom A. Show is on the air, says the texter. Okay. And I heard about that bomb. It was at the University of Muslims bombing the Christians. You hear anything about that? So
I don't know. That would be the same place there was the earthquake, Mindanao. That's the only place that that high Muslim population.
Yeah, well, something's going on. And Travis from Roswell says, I'm sorry, but I don't know if I could have made it through the pain before my neck surgery. For 3 years, I took Oxycontin and Oxycodone, and I believe they saved my life. So if people
thank God I couldn't take it.
So if people need to quit hating on them just because some people can't control themselves, personal responsibility, that's what it comes down to.
No doubt. Yeah, I do see Islamic State claims responsibility for a Philippine bombing. 4 people killed. Same place that there was a day. It was during Catholic Mass. Evidently, they hate the Pope, too. All right, 877-396-W105. Let's get updated with news. We're coming right back. News this morning being brought to you by WWRV3.com, 988-0392. WWRV has 3 RV parks in Carlsbad, 162 RV hookups, all coming with 30 and 50 amps available, all utilities included, and at one low price, including high-speed internet. They're pet-friendly, very well lit up. It's a nice place. You can check them out online at WWRV3.com. Coming right back, we're B and the Breakfast Club, 8:47. Let's qualify folks for cash.
B2B MVD in Hobbs presents the W105 Cash Blowout.
Call now.
Call 877-396-W105 now. Be one of the first 5 people to call in for your chance to win $105. The W105 Cash Blowout.
I want my money.
I want it now.
Call in now to win.
News brought to you by Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington. Getting the job done right every time since 2004.
Proudly serving most phases of the oil field process, Stone Oilfield Services has a fleet of over 60 trucks and a workforce of over 100 employees. From water transport to kill and vac truck operations, flowback services and pit filling to the clean out of rigs and tanks, as well as oiling and acidizing, Stone Oilfield believes in getting the job done right every time. Their central motto, do what you say you can do. Call them today at 575-396-1840. That's 396-1840.
NTD Radio News, I'm Joe Miller. Members of the Roswell Planning and Zoning Commission recommended requests last week made by business people that could help address the community's shortages of child care providers and affordable housing, respectively. Ariana Franco asked the city for a special use permit to operate a daycare business in a light industrial zone. That business would inhibit a building of the 600 block of East College Boulevard, not far from the intersection of East College and North Garden Avenue. Paul Taylor, owner of the 6,000 square foot commercial building, told commissioners the location had a child care provider as a tenant in the past. Taylor also said Franco and he have agreed to a 3-year lease for 3,000 square feet of space there for Franco's daycare center. The same structure will continue to house Apria Healthcare, which leases the same amount of space on the other side of the building. The businesses will each have separate street numbers. Last week, New Mexico Lions Kids Side, a statewide program originating from Las Cruces, set up a booth for easy try-ons. The organization provides classes and eye exams at no cost for qualifying individuals. Debbie Lovano, community school coordinator at University High, a community school grant recipient, organized the fair in conjunction with the Western Sky Community Care and 100% Chavez County. The fair provided resources from around Pecos Valley, Los Pasitos Family Services, Chavo County CASA, and Loveless Regional Hospital. At the Chavez County DWI program booth, young people tried on goggles that mimicked the sensation of being intoxicated. They attempted to operate scooters. They wavered while wearing goggles. The booth was an opportunity to understand how drugs and alcohol affect both brain and body. It's a lot of fun to cut your own Christmas tree. Christmas tree permits on the Lincoln National Forest, just $10, limit 1 per household. Now through December 22nd. On how to purchase your permit, you can go to recreation.gov or you can stop by one of the offices in Alamogordo, Cloudcroft, and Ruidoso. And that's what's happening. I'm Joe Miller, NTD Radio News.
Miracle Ear reminds you that the most precious gift of the holiday season is the time spent with family and friends. Don't let a simple, treatable hearing loss be the Grinch that steals everyone's joy this year. Crystal Dyer is a licensed, certified hearing care professional with years of experience. For the next 2 weeks, she is conducting free hearing evaluations and delivering surprisingly affordable, custom-fit hearing aids before the end of the holiday season. Visit miracle-ear.com or stop by her office in the Hobbs Plaza, north of Albertsons, to learn how Miracle Ear will help your family experience all of the joy of Christmas.
If you need an aggressive, experienced personal injury attorney who is honest and true, you need to get the Gorilla.
So I'm 23 years old. I worked at a warehouse and I took an injury which caused the amputation of my right leg. I was approached by a specific firm and they turned my case down within 5 minutes. I was told to come visit the Gorilla Law Firm, and immediately they saw potential in my case. And I tell you what, Gorilla Law Firm had my back when no one else did. The Gorilla Law Firm made me a multi-millionaire. And if you're injured, you call the Gorilla Law Firm too.
The Gorilla Law Firm, 3130 North Grimes and Hobbs, or call 575-964-2720.
Honey, what are you doing? It's 4 a.m.
Well, I'm making a big breakfast for you and the kids. We gotta get going this morning. It's a long drive to Midland Airport.
I booked our flights out of our airport here in Hobbs. It's in town, not in Texas.
Well, you want some toast?
Is that strawberry?
Organic boysenberry.
I'm going back to bed.
Love you.
Flying in and out of Hobbs gives you more time and less stress. So when it's time to fly, you gotta fly Hobbs.
It's the season of sickness, sniffles, and sneezes. But it doesn't have to be if you stay up to date on your vaccines. This fall and winter, you can breathe easy, knowing you have some help with your health, so you don't have to miss out on the sights, smells, and tastes of New Mexico's most wonderful time of year. Vaccines for the flu, COVID, and RSV are all available across the state. So don't wait. Vaccinate. Find an appointment at vaccinenm.org.
'Tis the season to give. Carlsbad Chevrolet has teamed up with the Faith, Hope, and Love Foundation to give back to the community and raise money for the Christmas shop. Now through December 15th, Carlsbad Chevrolet will donate $100 from every vehicle sold to the Faith, Hope, and Love Foundation. And with a lot chock full of beautiful new and pre-owned vehicles, it's never been easier to drive away knowing you've made a positive impact on a child's holiday. Make the season unforgettable for everyone. Head for Carlsbad Chevrolet because together we can make a real difference. 2155 South Canal.
I don't feel like hauling away all this junk. I wish there was someone I could pay to do it for me.
There is. NM Junk Masters can handle your junk piles of any size, as well as handle your small demolitions. That's right. NM Junk Masters will help with those old, rundown sheds, unused animal stalls, unwanted RVs, condemned single wides, and so much more. Call NM Junk Masters for a free estimate today. 575-552-5093. You can also find them on Facebook. NM Junk Masters. 575-552-5093.
Club in the morning, W105.
Be in the Breakfast Club, powered by Carlsbad Chevrolet, and broadcasting from the Inn of the Mountain God studio. Text line at 877-396-W105.
Yeah, let's just get this over with.
877-396-W105. It is 6 minutes away from 9, 6 away from 9. Recent interview, Will Smith reflected on his mistakes that he's made in his life. I mean, that's kind of harsh way to refer to your marriage to Jada Pinkett Smith. I mean, it really.
I thought it was referring to his making out with a basketball player.
Yeah, it could be. By the way, he addressed some of the adversity and said that he is deeply human. And, yeah. They didn't mention Chris Rock and the slap on the face. He did say that he did slap P. Diddy on the butt a couple times, but that's pretty much it. Fans of DC and the DCEU, that's the extended universe.
Yes. Superhero universe
can now watch 12 films in a newly licensed move by Netflix.
I thought all those were on HBO.
No. So they just signed with Netflix. So I guess they're moving stuff over to Netflix.
Okay.
So that's going to be interesting. Storms pound the coast. Both coasts slammed by storms yesterday. Heavy rain, snow in the northeast states and the Pacific experienced much of the same. And HBO is working on a brand new George Santos movie. Really? Look, the guy was in Congress for like what? A half a second?
Yeah, why?
And now you're going to make no, serious. I mean, he was elected last year. And now you're going to make a movie about, but you know why they're going to make a movie about George Santos? Why don't you make a movie about Menendez? Because they see this as a win. They see this as a way, hey, they took down the Republicans. Let me just say this much. The one that you really want, you'll never take down. That's Donald Trump. You're never going to take him down. You have tried so many times, and you've never been able to take him down. The mystery of the non-human mummified remains found in Peru deepened last week as they said that 30% of the DNA is non-human, unknown species.
Alien.
But if 30% is non-human, does that mean that 70% is human? I'm just asking.
So, yeah, they're saying it's an alien-human hybrid.
Oh, wow. And supposedly both the Chicago Bears and the Carolina Panthers want Michigan's coach.
Oh, yeah.
They have eyes on hiring Jim Harbaugh.
I think he'll go to Chicago.
The Bears?
Wow.
Wasn't he there before?
Yeah, he played there in Chicago. Almost took him to the Super Bowl.
Huh.
Late 80s, I believe. Yeah.
Wow. And Jason Kelce said that he is buying up land in Haverford, Pennsylvania, so that he could tear down those houses and build his own super mansion.
Telling you, he's married to
this is Jason.
No, he's already married.
Yeah.
This is Jason Kelce.
Oh, that's wrong,
His
brother.
wife is much hotter than Taylor Swift.
I don't think so.
Yeah, she is. She is very, very hot. Yeah. Foreigner and Styx announced that they're going to get together and tour in 2024.
No.
So Styx and Foreigner, special guest John Waite.
So is Styx going to have Tommy Shaw with him, or?
Probably not. Probably not. But Tom, name a song by either one of those.
Dust in the Wind.
You're wrong.
That would be Kansas, you dweeb.
Foreigner. What was the
I
other one?
never forget
Styx.
when Foreigner came out with that album in 1976 or 77. The one with Head Knocker.
Okay.
Head Games.
Head Games. I mean, Head Games is good. The song Head Knocker was my always all-time favorite. By the way,
Wasn't that one that was shot in a bathroom for the album cover?
Is that what it was?
Yes.
ELO for Styx. They made that one.
ELO is a band.
What the hell? By the way, they'll be in Dallas coming up next June.
You honestly can't name a single song by either one of those groups?
I already did.
No, you haven't. You named a band and a song by a different band.
So name a song by ELO.
ELO Orchestra.
No, name a song.
All right, Dust in the Wind.
No, that's Kansas. We already told you that.
We already said that, you dweeb.
I don't know, man. I didn't keep up with the rock bands back in the day.
Wow.
Oh.
You Barry Manilow.
You asked me something about Barry Manilow, Diamond,
dress wearing, honeymoon,
Neil Diamond,
wearing. Oh,
Captain and Tennille.
Ohio man refuses to share a bag of chips with a stranger. Shot him in the face. So the man in Ohio was shot in the face for refusing to share a bag of chips with a total stranger. Melvin Wright, 42 years old, was arrested for allegedly shooting a 31-year-old man in the face. Wow. This was at a strip club at Akron, Ohio. Man, those strip clubs in Akron are different. Not only do they have your mom working there, but somebody will shoot you for a bag of chips.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Wow. Sorry about the your mama jokes in Ohio. That just, I think it goes hand in hand. Spot gold rises to a record. If you have gold, you ought to check the price today. Supposedly we hit a record early this morning. And the number one university to attend in New Mexico, number 4, University of New Mexico.
Okay.
Number 3, New Mexico State.
Okay.
Number 2, Eastern New Mexico University.
Dallas, okay.
And number 1 would be New Mexico Tech.
Oh, in Highlands. Is that Highlands?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got an A-, which is the highest grade. Net price to attend, $12,471. You know the most economical college to attend, and they're number 2, Eastern New Mexico University.
In Roswell?
Yep. Net price to attend, net price is $7,002.
Junior college is still the way to go, I believe.
But get this, the SAT ranges from 860 to 1,100. SAT range for people attending New Mexico Tech, 1,110 to 1,320.
What's the grading curve on it?
There's
the
no
grading
curve.
curve.
There is
on
no
the
curve on the
SAT.
SAT.
Wow. Are you kidding us about having a college degree?
He has to.
Is that just a joke? That
Well, he just said that Eastern was in Roswell, and it's not. It's in Portales.
Well, they have an offshoot.
Yeah, in Roswell.
In Roswell. And by the way, enrollment in Roswell is larger than Portales.
Wow. And in Rio Doce, too, they got it.
Yeah, but their
Satellite
enrollment is not as big as Portales.
No, Roswell's huge. I just built a new administration building a few years ago there.
So, looks like Muslim leaders in swing states say they will not back Biden in 2024. In fact, they want to flip this election. They might go for Cornel West, the independent. Look, the Muslim leaders are not going to vote for Trump.
No.
But they could vote for Cornel West that throws a monkey wrench into the Democratic Party. Either way, it's a win for Donald Trump. I'm good with it. Not a problem. And a massive 1,700-pound white shark is being tracked off the U.S. coast.
Looking for revenge.
Off the coast of Georgia. It was shot with a tracker, so they're tracking it. And they estimate this thing to be 1,700 pounds.
Wow. A big fish.
Wonder what length that is. Huh. They track a lot of tigers, hammerheads, and white sharks.
What a shark that big. Why don't you just kill it if you're going to track it?
Why just kill
Why
things?
are you killing it? It hasn't done anything to anybody.
It's going to bite somebody's leg off. You watch.
What the hell?
What is... Oh, my God.
By the way, the name of the global nonprofit Marine Research, who does not want to kill it, is called OCEARCH, kind of like Ocean Search, but short for OCEARCH.
What else you want to kill, Tom? Just because it's alive?
Wow.
Have you seen
Just
Jaws?
kill it.
The fictional movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. The totally fictional movie?
Wow.
With a mechanical shark?
What was the name of the guy that owned the boat in Jaws that killed the shark?
Well, Schneider. He was the actor.
What was his name in the movie? Captain.
He was Police Chief Brody was Schneider.
Robert Shaw was the boat owner, right?
Yes. Yeah. And what was his character's name?
Oh, I forgot.
He gave a great speech about World War II and being in the water with sharks.
By the way,
and those were threshers. By the way, those weren't great whites.
By the way, the bombing of Pearl Harbor is coming up anniversary later this week.
What?
Well, are you?
Because he talked about the Indianapolis.
Oh my gosh. So you talked about Indianapolis, so you jumped to Hawaii.
Well, yeah, because they carried the bomb. Part of that bomb was carried by that ship.
Hey, Kevin, it's 9:07.
Oh, dear Lord. Let's take a break because I need a break from stupid. So Steve Pierce flew a plane, and then don't forget, God bless you. Let's kill a shark. I mean, while we're taking a break, let's kill a shark.
We could just jump one on a motorcycle.
Yeah, either way. All right, we're going to get to the good news of the day coming up this morning. News this morning, KWMW, Malmar 105.1 FM, being brought to you by At Last Make a Mirror. You know it's cool. Rebecca Long, what a people person. I mean, she was out in Midland and Odessa this weekend, and she was at the Market Street at both locations. And she's interviewing people. She's talking to people. She's talking to them about the At Last Makeup Mirror. By the way, it's available at the store if you're in Midland or Odessa. By the way, if you're in Hobbs or Carlsbad, Albertsons, aisle 16 in Carlsbad, aisle 14 in Hobbs, At Last Makeup Mirror is there. Get 20% off when you buy right now. And not to be outdone, you can go to the website, atlastmakeamirror.com, and discount code W105. W105, and you can order right there from the website. Go check it out, atlastmakeamirror.com. 3 different mirrors, times 1, times 5, times 10 magnification. It comes with LED lights. AtLastMakeupMirror.com. Check them out today. And don't forget, Rebecca Long is going to be on CBS Morning Show coming up January 11th, talking about the Atlas makeup mirror. And we'll tell you when she's going to be out and about doing these, going out and being at different stores. So we'll let you know when that's happening next. 9:08. Taking a break, keeping you updated with news. Coming back, good news of the day up next on W105.
B2B MVD in Hobbs presents the W105 Cash Blowout.
Call now.
Call 877-396-W105 now. Be one of the first 5 people to call in for your chance to win $105. The W105 Cash Blowout.
I want my money.
And I want it now.
Call in now to win.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. The Israeli military expands its ground offensive to all of Gaza and orders mass evacuations in southern Gaza where civilians had been told to go.
Israeli forces are ramping up their airstrikes. They say they targeted 200 different sites overnight, bringing the total number of strikes against Gaza since this war began 59 days ago to more than 10,000.
Fox's Trey Yingst. A U.S. Navy warship in the Red Sea shoots down 3 drones launched by Iran-backed fighters in Yemen during an attack on ships in the Red Sea.
Houthi rebels claim their drones were firing at commercial ships that are linked to Israel. U.S. officials say Iranian proxy groups launched 4 attacks on 3 different ships. They say the attacks are a direct threat to international commerce and security.
Fox's Anita Vogel, a defense official, also tells Fox a U.S. drone strike killed 5 Iranian-backed fighters in Iraq who were planning an attack on U.S. troops. America's listening to Fox News.
'Tis the season to give. Carlsbad Chevrolet has teamed up with the Faith, Hope, and Love Foundation to give back to the community and raise money for the Christmas shop. Now through December 15th, Carlsbad Chevrolet will donate $100 from every vehicle sold to the Faith, Hope, and Love Foundation. And with a lot chock full of beautiful new and pre-owned vehicles, it's never been easier to drive away knowing you've made a positive impact on a child's holiday. Make the season unforgettable for everyone. Head for Carlsbad Chevrolet because together we can make a real difference. 2155 South Canal.
There's been talk in the news that it's hard to get credit these days. Not here. Just like always, we're making auto loans. We offer competitive rates and quick service. We make our loan decisions locally, so you don't have to wait for out-of-town approval on your loan. Make this strong move. Get your auto loan from us. Estacado Federal Credit Union, where you are more than a number. You're a member. Federally insured by NCUA.
If you need an aggressive, experienced personal injury attorney who is honest and true, you need to get the Gorilla.
So I'm 23 years old. I worked at a warehouse and I took an injury which caused the amputation of my right leg. I was approached by a specific firm and they turned my case down within 5 minutes. I was told to come visit the Gorilla Law Firm and immediately they saw potential in my case. And I tell you what, Gorilla Law Firm had my back when no one else did. The Gorilla Law Firm made me a multi-millionaire. And if you're injured, you call the Gorilla Law Firm too.
The Gorilla Law Firm, 3130 North Grimes and Hobbs, or call 575-964-2720.
At Coffee Drilling LLC, they offer a wide range of drilling services from small domestic water to agricultural and monitor wells. In addition to mud and rotary drilling, Coffee Drilling offers services to pre-existing wells as well as troubleshooting of pumps and all control systems. Call Coffee Drilling today to schedule your routine maintenance or see about an upgrade to your water system. Call 505-270-1767. That's 505-270-1767. Coffee Drilling LLC, over 20 years experience and serving all of Hobbs, Lovington, and Eunice.
Honey, what are you doing? It's 4 a.m.
Well, I'm making a big breakfast for you and the kids. We got to get going this morning. It's a long drive to Midland Airport.
I booked our flights out of our airport here in Hobbs. It's in town, not in Texas.
Well, you want some toast?
Is that strawberry?
Organic boysenberry.
I'm going back to bed.
Love you.
Flying in and out of Hobbs gives you more time and less stress. So when it's time to fly, you gotta fly Hobbs.
It's the season of sickness, sniffles, and sneezes. But it doesn't have to be if you stay up to date on your vaccines. This fall and winter, you can breathe easy, knowing you have some help with your health, so you don't have to miss out on the sights, smells, and tastes of New Mexico's most wonderful time of year. Vaccines for the flu, COVID, and RSV are all available across the state. So don't wait. Vaccinate. Find an appointment at vaccinenm.org.
Hobbs Truck and Trailer specializes in heavy-duty and medium-duty truck and trailer repair. Don't forget to take them your light-duty trucks as well. They've been serving Lee County for 8 years, and they are now located in Hobbs. They can help you with your Titan and Garnett systems, as well as your pumps and tankers. If it's related to your truck or trailer, Hobbs Truck and Trailer can service it. Located at 3220 Northwest County Road in Hobbs, and available 24 hours at 575-433-4166. That's 433-4166.
Miracle Ear reminds you that the most precious gift of the holiday season is the time spent with family and friends. Don't let a simple, treatable hearing loss be the Grinch that steals everyone's joy this year. Crystal Dyer is a licensed, certified hearing care professional with years of experience. For the next 2 weeks, she is conducting free hearing evaluations and delivering surprisingly affordable, custom-fit hearing aids before the end of the holiday season. Visit miracle-ear.com or stop by her office in the Hobbs Plaza, north of Albertsons, to learn how Miracle Ear will help your family experience all of the joy of Christmas.
Why are families driving from West Texas, Hobbs, Jow, Eunice, all over southeastern New Mexico to shop at Bob's Ridgeway? Is it the everyday low prices, the most locally grown farm fresh produce? Is it the hand-selected and cut meats, the hundreds of weekly specials, the clean, friendly shopping environment? Or is it just the fact that that's where for over 50 years, your grocery dollar has always gone farther? It's all of these. It's Bob's Ridgeway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington, where your grocery dollar goes farther.
Don't talk to me like you know me. Be in the Breakfast Club. Rest assured you're not going to learn a thing here. If we get caught.
Let me start off with 2 words. Made in America. I'm not joking about that.
877-396-W105. We are being the Breakfast Club. Good news of the day. Just around the corner. It's already 9:15. Former FBI informant stabbed Derek Chauvin 22 times. Of course, Chauvin was convicted in murder of George Floyd. And you're not going to believe this guy that stabbed Chauvin 22 times.
Okay.
He's a former FBI informant. Yeah, John Tursak, 52 years old, is a former informant for the FBI. It kind of makes you go,
The FBI would never, ever do anything like that.
Former FBI informant.
The FBI wants to be open and doesn't want to hide anything.
Is Tom back in the studio?
He is not.
Wow.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Oh, here he comes.
Taiwan's president says never forget what happened with Hong Kong. She said that's why Taiwan will never give in to the Chinese. We will never give in to Chinese control because we will never be able to forget what happened to Hong Kong. For years, for what, 50 years? Hong Kong fell under British rule.
Right.
And Hong Kong was thriving.
Yes.
I mean, things became so bad in Hong Kong, there were people that were diving off of buildings.
That was after the British gave China back control.
Yeah, that's how bad it was. And I would come up with something stupid to say.
Tom's back. You're going to leave it up to me, right, me?
Well, exactly. I mean, Joe, you know who else dove off buildings, huh? I mean.
Hey, B, I want to remind people that this week is the last week for our W105 Cash Blowout, and we're going to have daily winners from here till Friday. So when you text in, remember, you could be winning $105 later on this evening.
You mean
with the Russ Black.
When you call in?
Yeah, when you call and qualify. So.
Or you can email in. Either way. Email, call, whatever. Yeah. We're right there. 2 Midlanders. Tom, is that the way you say them? Midlanders?
Midlander, yes.
Midlanders. Set for a 100-mile run across Midland.
What?
It's the Jingle Bell Run, where they're going to run more than 100 miles for charity.
Is that
possible?
Well, if they do the loop like all the way around both Midland and Odessa, probably.
I guess that's
or run to Big Spring.
33-mile loop, and they're going to do it multiple times.
Yep.
100-mile run for charity. You think you could do something like that, Tom?
I've done that before. I've been part of that.
You have never run 100 miles.
No, but I've.
You
said you've done that before. You have not.
They do it by batons.
You have not run 100 miles. That's an ultra marathon.
Yeah, they give you a baton.
No,
they hand them on.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
No,
they damn sure do. I used to do that over there.
You never did an ultra marathon.
You have never run 100 miles. You have never run 100 feet.
I didn't say I've run 100 miles, but I've run like 5.
You've run 5 miles.
Yeah.
When?
God, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. I bet it has been.
Yep. It took me 90 minutes.
90 minutes for 5 miles.
5 miles? Okay.
God bless you.
Is that a record?
Jesse Smollett is back in jail after his conviction was upheld by the appeals court. Yeah, Smollett spent 6 days in jail while his appeal was pending. He's heading back to jail. Of course, Juicy Smollett staged a whole racist, homophobic attack. He deserves to go back to jail. And leftist billionaire George Soros and his son maximizing their donations to what campaign? Tom, what campaign do you think they're giving to? You think they're big backers of Trump?
Tom?
I'm trying to think.
I don't think he was paying attention, so he's trying to fish for it.
No, I'm trying to think if they have backed Trump before.
No, they haven't.
No.
George Soros.
Never have.
Backing Trump. Wow. You can go back to sleep. Anyway, the leftist billionaires, that should have been the key right there when I said leftist billionaires, George Soros and his son, are maximizing the donations they can make to Joe Biden's reelection campaign. I'm sure they will also give to many, many PACs where there is no limit to how much money you can put in.
A lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A group of Rhode Island homeowners, fishermen, and historic property board members are facing off with the state. Yeah, the Danish government, the Danish company is supposedly going to build these super big wind turbines out there. A lot of people are scared that it is going to change the ocean. Because no matter what, we know that those turbines make a certain amount of noise. Will it scare away the fish?
Well, it operates on certain frequencies too, which really interfere with the whales.
Yeah. So a lot of people are against this. Biden is really backing this. Until one leaks a lot of oil.
They do.
And we're talking, and they do from time to time. Out in the ocean, that's got to be, man, that's crazy. And a Florida man tries to quit his job in the middle of transporting prison inmates. Wait a second.
Of course, Florida man.
You can't call in and I'm just going to park this thing right here. So the Orlando man arrested after he drove a van full of prison inmates off course and refused to stop while traveling to North Carolina.
Does that mean that he was aiding them in escaping?
It could be. So he went off course and then acted like he was going to quit his job when they tracked him. The driver, Joshua James Pinquet, had 4 inmates locked in the cargo van. Another employee was traveling in the van with him, sent a text message to the transport company's owner about him quitting and not driving the van anymore. By the way, he is now being transported to jail himself. Congratulations. You got to be. Yeah, wow. God bless you.
Mm-hmm.
Good news of the day coming up. Tom on the text, 877-396-W105.
Boy, here's an interesting text. I held the door open for this Japanese lady the other day. Now, I'm from the South.
Hey, you need to pre-read.
I did pre-read it. I did.
That's going to be, it's a racist text.
Oh, is it a racist? I didn't see it was racist.
It makes fun of her accent.
Yeah.
So go on to another one.
Okay. Want me to go on another one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But I didn't think it was racist. I wouldn't have read it. Hey, stop ignoring me, says this one texter. Okay. He really believes, this text says, he ran 5 miles in 90 minutes. Lies, and more lies. Yeah, Tom ran 5 miles, says Richie in Carlsbad, when he was 6 and missed the ice cream truck. Okay.
He heard the music and had to get up and run.
Now, Tom, David, and Ortiz says, you can't drive 100 miles without taking a nap, says the texter. Another one says, you guys have to stop ganging up on Tom because he gets confused.
Oh, ganging up. Here's a great idea. Stop saying stupid stuff.
Whatever. And it's not the shark's fault. A bunch of idiots like to swim in his food bowl, says the texter. That's what I said. And Jeffro says, I'll go shoot that shark. The sharks suck, just like the spiders do, says Jeffro.
I'll tell you what, shark is good food.
Yeah. And by the way, buddy, says gold today was $2,069 an ounce. Is that what you got, B?
Right on.
I did not check. Is that a record, buddy? That's what it said this morning.
Yeah.
Record.
And this is to you there, Blake. It says, forget the 1-inch drill bit. You need a 2-inch hole saw.
Right?
Says the texter. And one more, Big John says, by the way, is Damn Yankees going on tour?
I would love that.
Yeah.
So,
he said that because of Tommy Shaw.
Oh, was it? Okay. And there you go.
And Ted.
Looks like on average, a nurse will walk 4 to 5 miles a day. Tom, you ever thought about being a nurse?
I forgot my little watch. It's got little steps on it.
B, you really think they would let him be a nurse for someone?
Well, no, but I'm just saying.
By the way, I want to send a shout out to John and Stephanie. I was working out at the Corps the other day, swimming.
They paid my lunch.
No,
and you were working out.
Yeah, and they
describe your workout before you get to the thing.
In the water.
You weren't swimming; you were floating in the lazy river.
And at the Corps, their little therapy pool. They were there because he had knee replacement, and they're from Indiana, but they're here. At least live in Alabama. And I told them, thanks.
Wait. They're from Indiana, but they came from Alabama.
Because she was a nurse, traveling nurse. So she works here at one of the hospitals, and we got to talking, and very conservative. She said,
did they give you Quint's speech from Jaws?
What are you doing in the therapy pool?
You can use any pool there at the pool at the Corps.
So it's a very small pool.
Yeah.
The therapy pool.
Yeah, you walk in it.
So how much exercise can you do in the therapy pool?
Oh, man, it's like 80 feet long, and you can walk in it. Obviously, you've never been there, B.
You wonder why you're not losing any weight.
Anyway, hey, glad you're here in southeast New Mexico, and it was a good pleasure meeting you. And by the way, they're listening to this morning, to the show.
So, 80 feet long. That's my workout. I'm done. Let's call this a wrap.
Well, the water's warm, too. So.
Well, you know, that's probably good training.
Yeah.
So, Smokey wants to know how fast you ran a mile.
3 minutes. Well,
yeah.
You don't believe that either. I did.
World record. You broke the world record. Awesome. Congratulations. All right, let's get to the good news of the day. We need, you know what the good news will be? We'll turn Tom's mic on. You won't have to hear from him for a little while. That would be the good news. Good news being brought to you by Farmers Insurance agent Rustin Hayes. Call him today. Avenue D in Lovington, 575-396-0513. Home, auto, life insurance, commercial insurance. Check him out today. Herschel Rustin Hayes. Call him or visit him right across the street from Bob's Thrifway. Proud sponsor of the good news of the day.
Tom's 3 minute mile is the first good news.
Yeah, it was right there.
A woman in California is going viral after her pet tortoise named Tiptoe, who probably ran a 2-minute mile, just celebrated his 22nd birthday. When she was 7, she asked Santa, not the one that got shot, for an African tortoise, and he delivered. They can live up to 100 years.
Wow.
And of course, she has photos of him being really small and now getting really big. And in other tortoise news, the oldest living land animal in the world celebrates a birthday today. Jonathan the tortoise lives on an island in the South Atlantic, and he turns 191 today. His species has an average lifespan of 150 years. And there's a photo, and he looks pretty good for someone who just turned 191. Now, how heartbreaking would this be? A guy in Raleigh, North Carolina named Josh Allen bought a lottery ticket last month, and he missed the jackpot by 1 number. He matched 4 out of 5 and only took home $250. But don't feel too bad for him, because a week later, he bought another ticket and matched all 5 numbers and won $660,000. He took home $472,000 after taxes. He's planning to pay off his student loans, buy a house, and take up marathon running. I just made up the last part. That is your good news of the day.
His lifetime goal is to beat Tom A.
Everybody wants to be like me.
Setting world records every time he runs a mile.
Yeah.
3-minute mile. His goal was to work very hard. Go to Ethiopia and train with the Ethiopians.
Can you get to the bunker in 3 minutes?
It's kind of tough now. I got bad knees.
Okay.
You have bad ankles? I thought it was bad knees.
Or knees, too.
Oh, I got bad ankles and knees. And by the way, they pretty much all ran together. It's called a cankle.
Look at you, man. You know what? Yeah. Shame me. Go ahead. Fat
Tom,
shame.
before you make up stuff like running, you need to look at least like normal average times instead of saying you're a world record
what is the
holder
world
athlete.
record for the mile? I need to know.
I think it's, I don't know. I'll have to look it up, but I think it's about 340.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was like 348.
Yeah.
But Tom broke that record, damn it.
Yeah.
It's not in the Guinness World Book of Records because it was...
I rarely brag about it because people don't believe it, but that's okay.
Well, I get it. No doubt. All right, we got to go. Tradio's coming up next. Russ Black and Tradio next. Checking in with a look at news being brought to you by Rocher's Air Conditioning and Heating. Giving Ricky Rocher a call today. His number is 575-631-1999. You might need the heater at night, air conditioned during the day. Yes, I know. It is New Mexico. Rocher Air Conditioning and Heating. They can take care of both heating and air conditioning. 575-631-1999. Call them today. We'll see you tomorrow morning for Beyond the Breakfast Club Tuesday edition. Tradio is up next. We'll see you later.
NTD Radio News being brought to you